Hello, what's going on, guys? And welcome to today's stream. JP Bidul here again today. So, I'm gonna bring you guys again with the Prank Kids deck, pranking it out in rank. Not going to do the Synchro event today as well. Synchro event kinda just is ruined for me. So, anyways, I'm not gonna nag about it. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna do the Synchro event. A little bit about me again, if you guys are new, I am a Prank Kids player, and this is my deck that I'm currently playing. I'm gonna go over the deck real quick. So I have 3 copies of Fansies, 3 of Maxi, 3 of Dropsies, 3 of Ash Blossom, 3 of Lamseas, 2 of Roxy's, 1 Nibiru, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Polymerization. Okay, so with this deck, if you do play Polymerization, you need to have Totally Awesome in your deck. Like usually you play Polymerization to go into your Totally Awesome. So if you're not playing Totally Awesome, I would recommend taking out the Polymerization to get some other cards in your deck. I play 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Terraforming. Again, these are all my starter cards. As you can see, starter, one card combo starter, Monster Reborn for combo extension, a combo starter, combo extension, instant fusion, combo extension, Thunder Dragon Fusion, one of that, 2 Prankets Plays, 1 Prankets Pranks, 2 Call by the Grave, 2 Pandemonium, 2 Crossout Designators, 2 Forbidden Droplet, 1 Infinite Impermanence, 2 Skill Drain. That's for my main deck. And for the extra deck, I do 1 Rocket Ride, 1 Weather Washer, 1 Butler, 1 Totally Awesome, 3 Meow Moose, 2 Doodle Doo, 1 Babo Bark, 1 Protoplant, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Boral Sword Dragon, 1 Rip Roaring Roaster, and 1 Access Code. So that's going to be my deck that I am playing. I did switch up my deck recently, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I took out 1 copy of Roxy's, 1 of Place, 1 of Pandemonium to add, and 1 of Impermanence to add 2 Forbidden and 2 Crossouts. And I have been having better success with this deck than I had. The consistency goes down a little, right? Because you're taking out 2 starter cards for 4 board clear cards. I mean, not board clear, but like, big board buster cards. Like if they have a Nibiru, you have a Forbidden, you could Forbidden get rid of one, monster so they can't activate Herald of Ultimateness. You can negate the Herald of Ultimateness that way, and so big board breaks. So anyway, last night I did stream for an hour and a half. I did end up with like a 6-game win streak when I streamed last night. So let's get on with our first game of today. Let me just put this back over here. See? So Plat 1 versus Plat 1, first game of the day. I did lose the coin toss. Not that much of a big deal, I would say, because if I start with, I don't know what deck my opponent could be playing, right? But I have to see first what kind of deck my opponent could be playing, then we'll see. So it's 1340, so this could be the Cancer deck. I can't be too sure just yet. Because the DD Dynamite deck, okay, so I still can't be too sure. This could be Eldritch, this could be Sky Strikers usually run 15. But this could be Eldritch or Cancer deck. Because Nurse Burn, they do run Pot of D for searching more cards. But let's see. I mean, let's see if I even get another turn. Okay, he's gonna set 1, set 2, end phase. Okay, so Maxi is useless. So I do have a Polymerization. I drew into a place, okay. So I do get a turn, so this is not the Nurse Burn. I'm hoping it's not the Nurse Burn. And since I do have Polymerization in my hand, I am going to go into the Totally Awesome combo. Let's see if he chooses to Ash Blossom. He's going to choose not to Ash Blossom it, okay. I'm going to get a copy of Dropsies. So the cards he could activate could be the back row set. He could have Ash Blossom, he could have Maxi. I have no way of knowing, because if he has a Maxi, I don't want to go into Polymerization right away. So, because in case he has a Maxi, I'll be stuck with just a Rocket Ride on the field. So I'll start going into my combo. First, see if he has an Ash Blossom or, some kind of negate setup on the field. Then it could be a Called by the Grave. You never know that. So the second card I'll get will be mean, I do have polymerization in my hand. So I'm not gonna go into Fancies next. I'm gonna go into Lamseys. Because I already have a fusion spell in my hand, right? And I could search up for Pranks of Doodle-Doo, send a Pandemonium into the graveyard when I use the Fancies effect. So I'll do this, activate Chainlink 2 Doodle-Doo. Then let's see if he does. So he's still choosing not to activate any cards that he may have or he can activate. So I'm gonna get a Pranks from my deck to my hand. And then I'm gonna special out. So at this point I will special out Fancies. Let's see if he does something to this. Because this is a 5th special summon, so he could Nibiru us if he has a Nibiru. Okay. So now I'll activate, since I am going into Totally Awesome combo, I'm gonna activate Doodle-Doo. Get myself these 2 cards out. I mean, I kinda don't have Pandemonium. I could totally go into Butler right now. That's an option I do have. Okay, so I could Polymerization, but no, right? So I'll use 1 Polymerization. See if he does something. No, okay. I'm gonna go into my Rocket Ride using the card on the field and one of the copies of Dropsies because I want to get the copy of Dropsies back onto the field. I mean, I'm pretty sure I messed up my combo at this point. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't have a Pandemonium in my hand, so I'm pretty sure I messed up my combo. Anyways, let's see. I'm going to activate the second effect of Rocket Ride. I'm not going to activate the effect of Pranket's Place. So, okay, the reason why I did it this way is because I'm going second, right? So since I am going second and my opponent is not activating his back row, like I'm gonna assume it's something that he can't activate in his battle phase. So I kind of want to go into Weather Washer. I want to go into Weather Washer and Totally Awesome combo. I mean, I don't care about the Bow Wow Bark. I don't care about the Butler because he didn't even summon a monster on the field. Okay, so I'll send a Pandemonium. Special out copy of Roxy's because I haven't used Roxy's effect yet. Roxy's graveyard effect yet. I'll activate the Rocket Ride. Get myself a copy of Dropsies and the other one doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what copy you get because you're gonna send it back to the graveyard anyways to go into your I mean either Bow Wow Bark or Weather Washer, like whichever one I choose to go into. So okay. Like, do I want to go into Doodle-Doo or go into Bow Wow Bark? Okay, I'll go into Bow Wow Bark using these 2. I'm not going to go into another Doodle-Doo. I mean, I could theoretically go into Access Code this turn, right? Because I do have enough materials. But no. I'm going to banish the Maxi in my hand. Draw into another Roxy's, okay. I'm going to special out another Dropsies. So in case he has a Torrential Tribute, if he has a Torrential Tribute, he has to tribute me right now. Because once Totally hits the field, he can't Torrential, unless he has 2 Torrentials. But I'm gonna go into Totally. Let's see if he does something. Okay, he's still choosing not to do anything. So I'll activate another Polymerization. I'll use these 2. I'll use the I mean, already. So I'm not gonna use the Lampseas. I'm gonna use the Roxy's and Fansies to go into Weather Washer. So in case he has something like a Mirror Force or something, he can't activate it during battle phase because anytime I attack with the Prank Kids monster, they cannot activate their back row. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and then 3 with this. So in case he has Mirror Force after that, I could negate the Mirror Force using Totally Awesome's effect. So okay, here's the thing. I could still go, like I could activate the pranks, get a token, use these two to go into Nightmare. Nightmare's effect's not gonna activate, but I could go use those two to go into Access Code. And Access Code would just win me the game, right? As long as my totally stays on the field, Access Code would win me the game. So 2, 4, 6. I mean, I have enough damage on the field as it is. Because 2, 4, 6, 7,000 is 500 each, 7,000. I have 7,700 damage on the field. I'll put this on before I go into my battle phase. See if he does something now. Okay. I mean, sure, you could banish the Meowmoo. So he's playing some kind of Sky Striker. Okay, you could banish 2. I mean, I don't care about the banishment effect because I'm just gonna end the game this turn. If you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can special summon that. But he needs 3 or more. He only has 1, so after these two go into the graveyard, that's after 3. Okay, you could banish them, sure. No. Like, okay. So as I said, I had enough damage on the field. I just like the reason why I did it that way and not gone into my, actual combo with just Bow Bark and totally on the field because I knew I had enough damage in my hand to outright kill him once I started doing my combo. But yeah. Rip Roaring Rooster wouldn't be an option in this situation. Rip Roaring Rooster, if you activate it on your turn, it has to tribute itself. Only in your opponent's turn can you activate Rooster and then use the Meowmoo for its activation. If you activate it on your turn, even Battle Butler. If you activate Battle Butler on your turn, you cannot use the Meowmoo. You cannot use the Meowmoo in the graveyard, banish it, and keep the monster on the field. So yeah, Roaster would have been like I would just waste a Link 4 to tribute itself to pop 2 back rows that I knew that I could negate with Totally Awesome's effect. So yeah. That's why I didn't go into Roaster. So anyways, I am going first. Do I wanna, like, if he has Maxi or something, right, in his hand, again with the 4013. Okay, I'm gonna start with my Fansies. So let's see. I'm gonna Link Climb into my Meowmoo, activate my Fansies in the graveyard. See if he doesn't have any negates towards this. So I'm gonna send Pranks to the graveyard because I am gonna search for Pandemonium off of the Doodle-Doo. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that I could play through a Nibiru. In case he has a Nibiru, if I get a Pandemonium in my hand off of the Doodle-Doo search, I can still Pandemonium, go into Rocket Ride, and push past the Nibiru. So that's why I'm going to send the Pranks to the graveyard off of the Fansies. Go into Doodle-Doo, Chain Link 1 my Dropsies, Chain Link 2 my Doodle-Doo. Okay. It's gonna resolve perfectly fine. I'm gonna get myself a Pandemonium off of the Doodle-Doo search. Again, in case after this Dropsies effect resolves, this is gonna be my 5th special summon. So now I know my opponent has a Nibiru, since his side of the field did light up. So Since I know that, I'm not gonna go into a full combo. My opponent is waiting to Nibiru me after my turn ends. Like, before my turn ends. After I summon out the whole combo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a 1-card combo. I'm gonna do a 1-card combo, end my turn, and if he Nibiru's after I hit end turn, Nibiru's gonna hit the field, his effect's gonna resolve, it's gonna hit the field, and the game will give me a prompt saying your opponent activated a card's effect, do you want to continue your main phase? So I am gonna choose to hit yes, then use Pandemonium, go into Rocket Ride, get my, Bawa Bark and the card, like it's probably gonna be Fansies. I'm not too sure, it's gonna be Fansies, yeah. It's gonna be Fansies and Bawa Bark, and then end my turn after that, so, I would still have cards on the field to go into Battle Butler next turn. So this is kind of like a soft, like one of the playthroughs, not soft, but one of the playthroughs that you can use to, counter your opponent's Nibiru. So again, I am doing a full combo. So I am going to go into another Doodle-Doo. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I can't, at that point, I could have gone just straight into a Bawa Bark because I know my opponent has a Nibiru. And, he would have Nibiru'd me and got all the stuff off of my field, and I would have been forced to go into Rocket Ride. I would have had enough materials in the graveyard to recycle without going into the second Doodle-Doo. But it's always nice to develop a habit of, doing this combo, so you start getting into using this combo. Not gonna use I'm gonna banish don't want to banish Roxy's. Because I kind of only do run 2 Roxy's now. I'm gonna banish the Fansies. Oh, I got a cross out. So now his Nibiru is useless because I'm gonna cross out his Nibiru. I was gonna cross out his Nibiru now. So I'll special summon out a Fansies. Let's see if he Nibiru's us now. Like now I don't even have a need to go into my Rocket Ride because I got a cross out. So let's see if my opponent Nibiru's me now. Like I know he has a Nibiru from the moment his board lit up from the 5th special summon that I did. Okay. I'm gonna put this on. Set my Pandemonium right here. No. Set my Skill Drain right here. So, okay. Always, like, spread out your cards. Never layer your cards in the same column because you never know if you run into a Mech Knight deck. And Mech Knights want you to stack your cards in the same column so they can special summon out their monsters. So that's why I fan my cards out all over the place. In case, I run into a Mech Knights player. I did run into one yesterday off stream, so he's gonna choose to Nibiru me. I'm gonna cross out Designator his Nibiru. So here's the thing, right? Can you, like, again, same question from yesterday, can you cross out Designator or cross out Designator? Like, I have, like, can you cross out a cross out? I don't know, I've never, like, that interaction has never happened before. No, so now my pranks will activate. So I know he has a Nibiru in his hand. So I'm just gonna, so there was another thing that happened. Like the draw was really insane with crossout, since I knew my opponent had a Nibiru in his hand. But even like since that play happened, since I did 2 Doodle-Doos, now I could do the perfect recycle cards and draw a free card. So since I only run 2 Doodle-Doos, I'm gonna get 1 Doodle-Doo back. I'm gonna get 1 Drop Seed since I have Drop Seeds in my hand, and I'm gonna do 1 Fancy since I have Fancies on the field. And I banished one of the other Fancies that I had. I draw into an Imperm, okay. My opponent's gonna draw. I'm gonna activate Bawa Bark's effect. I'm not gonna use Doodle-Doo. Yeah, the cross out in the hand was like a really big play happening. That one draw off of Roxy's was really big. to be totally honest, I wasn't expecting the cross out to, to draw into a cross out off of the Roxy's, but yeah, that was like a big, big play. Not a play, but big, big draw. Okay, so here I could choose to be greedy. Not activate Skill Drain, go into my Battle Butler on my opponent's main phase to get 2 Butler pops. Because if I activate Skill Drain, I can only get 1 Butler pop. But then again, like Denko, I have been screwed over by Denko Sekka too many times. So I'm not gonna play greedy. I'm gonna play it safe and activate Skill Drain right now. So my opponent is playing Drytron. I mean, it could be Drytron or Cyber Dragons. Like both those decks use this card, but I'm more in my opponent's group. But I was more inclined to believe my opponent was playing. Drytrons don't run 13 extra decks, so I'm gonna say it's Cyber Dragons. I can't be too sure. Let me look at my opponent's deck real quick. He was playing Cyber Dragons, so yeah, Cyber Dragons run 13. Like Drytron, they don't run 13 extra deck. They need to have 15 extra deck. So Skill Drain completely shuts out this deck, and he was only running one back row clear, which is Lightning Storm. I mean, no other card in his deck is a back row clear. Yeah, even Imperm wouldn't matter. He would have had to set the Imperm before my Skill Drain activates, so he would have to go turn 1. But yeah, once I go into Butler, his play would have been dead. Anything he puts on the field, I would Butler, wipe it out, and the next turn I would have just killed him outright. So yeah, that's why my opponent scooped. Can you see my deck list? Yeah. Let me finish this game real quick. I'll show you my deck list after this game's over. You could even, okay, so if you're this is live right now, right? Just go in the beginning. I went over my full deck list in the beginning of the video itself. Like I called all the cards out name by name. So you could, and my opponent scooped. Okay, so I'll just show you the deck right now. My opponent did scoop. So, no idea what kind of deck my opponent was playing. He was playing Drytrons, okay. Anyway, so this is the deck that I currently play. So again, all 4 Prank Kids monsters, 3 Fansies, the staple hand traps, 3 Maxis, 3 Dropsies, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Lampsies. I do 2 Roxys, 1 Nibiru, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Polymerization. Again, if you do include Polymerization in your deck, that's only because, if you include Totally Awesome in your extra deck, that's the only reason you play Polymerization. Because if you get a Polymerization and a monster card in your starting hand, you could go into Totally Awesome. Not saying you can't run Totally Awesome without Polymerization. You can, but you can only Totally Awesome the turn after, you get Dropsies on the field. So 1 turn later, then you can do Totally Awesome if your opponent keeps your Dropsies on the field and doesn't destroy it. But anyways, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Terraforming. Again, these I like to run as many starter cards, 1 card combo starter cards as I can in my deck. But I did take out 2, but anyways, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion, 2 Place, 1 Pranks, 2 Called by the Grave, 2 Pandemonium, 2 Crossouts, 2 Forbidden Droplets, 1 Infinite Impermanence, 2 Skill Drains, and that's it for my main deck. For my extra deck, I do Rocket Ride, 1 Rocket Ride, 1 Weather Washer, 1 Butler, 1 Totally Awesome. I do 3 copies of Meowmoo, 2 of Doodle Doo, 1 Bow Wow Bark, 1 Predaplant, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Boral Sword Dragon, 1 Rip Roaring Roaster, and 1 Access Code Talker. So this is the deck that I currently play. You could mess around with the deck, deck numbers. You could take out 1 Meowmoo, do 2 Bow Wow Barks. You could even, take out, some people don't like running Thunder Dragon Fusion. They do run Thunder Dragon Fusion, but they don't like running Predaplant. So you could take out Predaplant, add another copy of Butler, take out Boral Sword. You could mess with this deck in all kinds of ways. Because Prank Kids engine is really, really small, you could add a ton of, other archetypes into the deck to, people run Thunder Dragons, people run, hit why are you hitting in your face package. where are you hitting yourself in the face package. Then there is people even runs like I've seen Sky Striker prank kids package. Like Adamantipator's run prank kids, but it's like a small package of prank kids and Adamantipator's. But anyways, yeah, you could run all types of cards in here. You could even take out, one Forbidden. You could run one Red Reboot in case you're worried about Eldritch or, stuff like that. I've even seen people run Crossout and DD Dynamite in their deck to counter the Cancer decks that people play. The Cancer deck being, that Nurse Burn deck where they go turn one, and then just outright kill you with DD Dynamite. So, like, one of my subscribers, he told me that he plays like two crossouts and then he keeps one DD Dynamite in his deck. So in case your opponent does go first, you could cross out their DD Dynamite activation, so it ruins their whole play. But yeah, I know for your rank it would be fun, but Demise and Ruin is a fun deck. Demise and Ruin, yeah, it is a fun deck. I haven't I know what that deck is, but I haven't played it. But yeah, so this is the current deck that I'm running right now. You could even if you ask I'm glad you asked me over here. You could ask me anywhere, even on YouTube comments when I upload my YouTube videos. I'll just give you the deck list. Like people have asked me for the deck list multiple times. I've given it to them every time. But yeah. So other than Prank Kids, I do play other decks. Like I'm a Prank Kids deck main, but I do play other decks. I play in order of my decks that I play Prank Kids, I play Adamantipator's, I play Virtual World, then I play Dragon Maids, then I play True Draco, then I play Eldritch, but Eldritch is ranked at last. I don't like to bully my opponents in ranked with Eldritch. Like I like to play more skilled matchups, like Prank Kids being a mid-range deck. Like I really enjoy playing Prank Kids as a mid-range deck against skilled matchup decks. So our opponent is playing some version of Tri Brigade, so I'm just gonna activate Maxi, hoping he doesn't have a negate to my Maxi. He does. Okay, so Ash Blossom will call by the grave. Oh, he has a cross out. Okay. But okay, he sent a Nerwall to the graveyard, so Nerwall will get him another search. He'll probably search for a kit off of the Nerwall, right? Because he wants to send the kit. No, it could be Fractal as well. Yeah, it could be Fractal as well because Kairos will just be on the field unless he activates Kairos' effect. So Nerwall will send a Fractal. Or not send, search for a Fractal. Fractal he'll use, send to the graveyard, send a kit from his deck, and then send another Nerwall. But to be honest, whenever I stream on YouTube, I just play Prank Kids. Unless you guys want me to play other decks, I usually just stream for Prank Kids. Because again, I am a Prank Kids main player. But yeah. So he is going into his combo. So this is gonna be a full combo, right? What card did he send? He sent another Fractal off of Kit. Okay. So this will go into either Bearbrum or Ferrojet. I mean, depending on what he wants to get on the field. He's not gonna go into Rugal straight up, right? He's going into Shuriak straight up. Turn 1 Shuriak? Okay. So I'm assuming he probably has Tri Brigade Revolt in his hand. That's why he's doing a Shuriak play. That's the only explanation I can come up with. He probably has Tri Brigade Revolt in his hand, so he goes into Shuriak, and then he's gonna send down. What? He's gonna use those two to go into Ferrojet or Bearbrum? Okay, Ferrojet. I mean, why not use the Kairos to go into Ferrojet? Why use one of the copies? Okay. So he wants to add another. Oh, he's playing Bird Up. Okay, so he wanted to add a Bird Up card. Alright. I mean, okay. he wanted to add the bird up card in his hand. So now, I mean, it doesn't matter what he goes into. I have Forbidden Droplet. But then I would have, like, I have to draw into, hard draw into a prank, like a monster in my deck. If I don't hard draw into a monster, like if I don't hard draw into a monster, I mean, no, right? I could Monster Reborn a monster from his graveyard, activate Forbidden, like send to the graveyard the card that the monster that I have on the field. I don't have to send the fancies to negate his monster's effects. So he is doing the Starlink combo with the Bird Up version, like the Bird Up engine in his Tri Brigade. I'm gonna have to sit and wait. Like this is gonna be a pretty long combo. I'm gonna sit and wait. So it all depends on what card I draw. Like if he goes into Zeus and I draw into a Raigeki, oh, that's gonna be so much fun. If I top deck a Raigeki. Even if he sets a Tri Brigade Revolt, even if I draw even into Harpy's Feather Duster, like it will clear out the background. He'll be forced to use the. Oh, I need a Raigeki now. I mean, no, even if he gets a token off of this, I could Forbidden the token. So I technically don't need a Raigeki. Because the token locks you into Wind Monsters special summon only, off of the Simorgh. But again, Forbidden Droplet, so I could still negate those effects. Like if he doesn't get Zeus, or he doesn't climb up to Zeus, even if he gets the token and I hard draw into a Prank Kids monster, I hard draw into either Lampsies or Roxy's. If I hard draw into Lampsies or Roxy's, I could normal summon it out, go into battle phase, kill the token, and then go into my combo. But since I do have Monster Reborn, I could get him really low. That's the whole thing. I could get him really low since I do have Monster Reborn in my hand. So I kind of want to Forbidden his token. I don't want to go into battle phase with, you know, just hitting him for 500 damage. Okay, he's gonna boost up the Simorgh. Is it? Oh, it's a permanent buff up. Okay. So he really wants to keep the Simorgh on the field. All right. As I said, it's gonna be a long combo. Like, I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for his whole combo to finish. He already activated Swallow's effect once, right? Or did he not use Swallow's effect yet? He hasn't activated Swallow's effect yet. He's gonna get the Warbler. Okay. Did he activate a Warbler's effect? No, he added. So he hasn't activated Warbler either. Like, if my Maxi had gone through, I'd be drawing cards. I'll probably would have drawn like 10, 15 cards. Okay. So he already has 2 Starlings. He's gonna use this card, then get another one on the field. Search for another Nervall, okay. So he's not searching for bird up cards anymore, he's searching for Tri Brigade cards. He already normal summoned, right? Or did he not normal summon? He hasn't normal summoned yet, because Karis was special summoned. Did he normal summon any bird? Or were they all special summons? Okay, so he's going into Utopic Draco Future with this. I mean, I'm still fine with it. What's the highest attack card? Like, I can't Monster Reborn Shuriak. 16. 16 will get rid of this, and you took Big Draco Future. Because they'll be cut down to 1500 after I Forbidden Droplet them. Like, I have to send one spell and one... I don't have to send a monster yet. Because this is a monster effect activation negator. Forbidden Droplet is a spell. So don't care about that. Unless he gets like a monster on the field that is Omni Negate or that can negate a spell trap, I don't have to send a monster from my hand to the graveyard to activate Forbidden. I only need to send a spell card. Because he could be running he could have another cross out in his hand. He could be running Forbidden. He could cross out my Forbidden. So I have to send a spell card. Special summon monsters in 10. If this card is sent to the graveyard. Okay. So I have to send 3. I have to send 3 cards because I do have to negate his token that he'll summon. When a card or effect is activated, quickly enter one miss. Okay, so now I have to send a monster. Like, oh, I have to send a monster. So I have to negate 3. I don't care about Simorgh's effect. During the end phase, you can special summon one wing-based monster from your hand or your deck with a level equal to a lower than the total number of unused spell traps on the field. Like, okay, so what cards like, I have to send a Fancies, because that is a monster effect that could negate my activation of Forbidden Droplet. I have to negate this, because it could bounce. And I have to negate this, because it could negate my monster activations. I have to negate all these 3 cards. So, Forbidden... Like, I kinda have to do it this way. I'll send this. I have to send, like, I need to keep Monster Reborn in my head because that's my only play. Once I send the Lamseys to the graveyard, I can Monster Reborn the Lamseys to go into my play. Like, that's the only way I can continue my play. I kinda have to send this. Yeah, I have to send the Thunder Dragon Fusion to the graveyard as well. And I don't want to send the Monster Reborn. I'm gonna do this, this, and this. I mean, he still could have an Ash Blossom in his hand. If he has an Ash Blossom in his hand, like, I'm kinda screwed. Because Ash Blossom or Maxi. I mean, it's not gonna work because of Forbidden, but okay. I mean, you do you. Face up defense. Like, this is gonna be really, really annoying. Okay. I mean, that card's negated as well. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. These 3 cards are negated for a reason. Okay, so he wants to get a Surge off of Nerval, I'm assuming. That's why he did that. Okay. I mean, what card can he Surge off of Nerval? Another... he used 2 Fractals. He got another Fractal, so that is 3rd Fractal now. So now, all I'm worried about is an Ash Blossom. Like, I had to make that play, because as you saw, like, he was using these 2 cards effects. Hey, he would have used that effect had I, you know... Please don't be Ash Blossom, dude. Please don't let me play the game. Please don't be Ash Blossom. Please just be this card's active effect. Okay, oh, it's not Ash Blossom. So I already have a Pandemonium in my graveyard. I could search it off of the Doodle-Doo. So do I want to send pranks or do I want to search for pranks? No, right? I don't want to search for pranks. I want to keep the pranks. Do I, like search? I'll discard the pranks. I kind of want to search for a place. I want to search for a place off of Doodle-Doo. Because otherwise Roxy's effect won't go off. I mean, even if he Nibiru's me, that's fine. Because it's gonna wipe out his side of the field as well. So my token's gonna be really, really big. So I don't care about the Nibiru. So let's see. I'm gonna search for a place off of the Doodle-Doo. Or do I want to? No, I do want to search for a place. I don't want to search for a Pandemonium. Like, yeah, I could use Pandemonium using the two monsters in the field to go into Rocket Ride, but no, right? No. So let's see. This is my fifth special summon. A Droll and Logbird. Okay, I don't care about the Drool and Logbird. I already got my search off, and that's the only card I do need. I do need for my combo. I'm gonna activate Place. See? Okay. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't get a card. I mean, that's fine as well. So since that happened, I can't search for pranks anymore. Yeah, I can't search for pranks anymore. I need to get a Pandemonium and another Prank Kids card out to go into Rocket Ride. Like, okay, I still haven't used my normal summon. So I'll activate, like, activating Pandemonium, I will be stuck into Prank Kids cards only. So I'll activate Pandemonium. So here's the thing, right? I could, like, no, but if your first person is a monster, you can attach one more to the target. One of the special monsters return it to the hand. Send to the graveyard, first target to one of the list monsters in the graveyard added to your hand. So, okay, here's the thing. If I go into Rocket Ride, right, I already activate Doodle-Doo's effect. If I go into Rocket Ride using these two, I'll get one more special summon out. I won't have a card in my hand to activate Roxy's effect. So, using these two, I go into Rocket Ride, get myself one more monster, activate Rocket Ride, get two more. Using these two, I could go into Bow Wow Bark, keep the other one on the field. Keep the other one on the field, then I could technically go into my Butler. But like, these cards will deny me my Butler as well when a card or effect is activated. So this will deny me my Pandemonium. But I can't go into Pandemonium play anyways. Yeah, I can't go into Pandemonium because I don't have a way to search for the Pandemonium. I already used Doodle-Doo's search. So I don't have a way to go into Butler next turn. So I will go into, like, any monster I get off of the Rocket Ride cannot attack the turn it's summoned. So I'd rather go into Weather Washer. I would rather go into Weather Washer than my Rocket Ride. I guess this is a really hard board to beat out because my Forbidden Droplet kind of took away the whole hand that I had. I mean, if I drew into a Raigeki, that would have been really, really good because I could have gotten rid of the... But no, my opponent could have gotten into his whole combo again. Actually, no. If I had drawn into a Raigeki, I would have only had to negate this card. Everything else on the... negate this and that. Just 2 cards. And everything on the field would have been destroyed by Raigeki. Yeah, I would have only had to negate that. Just these 2 to get my Raigeki and destroy his whole board. So yeah, Raigeki would have been a pretty good draw. It would have a pretty good top deck. So like, I have to go into attack. Like Forbidden Droplet is just for this turn and this turn only. I at least want to get one of those negates off of the field. Because I do want to activate Weather Washer's effect on my opponent's turn. Okay, he's gonna get a bird up card. He's gonna get a Lyrilless card on the field because I do have place on the field. But sadly I can't stop it, like, and this card is now online. As he has to get rid of this card off of the field for me to be able to activate Weather Washer's effect. Like, does he know what my Weather Washer does? Let's see if he gets rid of this. Because if he doesn't, like, my Weather Washer is dead. Even if I activate the effect, he's just gonna negate it with this. He does know what my Weather Washer is. He's gonna get rid of my Weather Washer. So I don't have any plays this turn. This kinda sucks. Because he's probably gonna have enough this turn to kill me outright anyways, right? Like, I tried to make a play, but the play didn't work out. I was hoping for him to get a wind token, or not this, but he got the Mist Valley. He's running the Mist Valley over the statue, not the token, but the statue. I mean, he does have enough damage to outright kill me this turn, right? Yeah, he does have enough damage to outright kill me this turn. But even if I get a next turn, oh, that's just game. He has enough on the field. I was gonna say these three cards can't kill me, but with Fractal he could start banishing, get another Shuriag, banish my monster. But yeah, after that he would have had enough. That's just sad. That's a sad reality when you face against, Tri Brigades. If they get their full combo on the field with Simorg and, your extra, your locks for the special or once per chain lock, stuff like that, or, even the statue, where it locks you into only wind monsters, it kind of sucks to, like, if he didn't have at least one of the 3 back row monsters, I could have played through his hand and even killed him. But him having one monster negate, one bounce, and then one, any Omni negate, I would say, any card or effect negate, that, like, me having to discard 3 to activate Forbidden, like, kind of ruined my play. Like, I tried my best to play around it, but I couldn't make it work out as that. He's playing 45. playing Eldritch, okay, 45-15. I mean, skill drain doesn't matter because I'm playing Prank Kids. I run skill drain myself, so I don't care about skill drain. Okay, since he did that, do you want to get Fansies? Because I don't want to start my combo off of Fansies. And I don't want to, like, yeah, sure, I'll get, like, it's not like a pro tournament where people keep track of what cards you have in your hand or something like that. Okay, so I'm not going to instantly Raigeki this. He does have skill, like, okay, so that could be a Conquistador, right? So I kinda want to Raigeki this. Because if that's Conquistador, and he banishes my first special, because he does have Golden on his field. Like, yeah, I could still use Polymerization, yeah, I could still go into, you know, my stuff. But do I want to do it that way? Because what I'm thinking about is, if he has an Ash Blossom in his hand, if I normal first out, I could block the Ash Blossom with the Prank Kid's Place, because he does have a monster on the field, but I'm worried about that card being a... It's not Imperial Order because he didn't activate it on my Place Search, but I'm worried about that being a Conquistador. Because Conquistador could kill my deck. I mean, kill my first normal summon. And Skill Drain's kinda dead in my hand because he activated Skill Drain. I mean, he could only use the active effect of Golden Lord on his turn, right? Yeah, he could only use the active effect of Golden Lord on his turn. So I would rather eat up an Ash Blossom in his hand. I'll Raigeki his Golden Lord, and I'll go into my normal summon. I'd rather, you know, my first normal summon eat up an Ash Blossom instead of it being banished. Like, I would rather have it sent to the graveyard instead of the banishment pile. So he doesn't have an Ash Blossom, so my greedy play kinda, you know, the game didn't punish me for the greedy play. And now I have to keep in mind that my opponent does have a skill drain on the field. So I can't go into Predaplan, I can't go into Nightmare. Like, I can go into Access Code to pop the skill drain, but that's, like, I don't want to do that. So I'll do these two. Yeah, I mean, I know skill drain is active on the field, but I care more about the special summon. So anyways, I'm gonna send a Pandemonium. I'm not gonna send Pranks, I'm gonna send a Pandemonium. Yeah, I'll send a Pandemonium because I want to get the Pandemonium back out. I'll special summon out my third, which is the Lamses. I'll activate my Doodle-Doo, get my Pandemonium and my... I mean, it doesn't matter what you get out because you're going to put it back into the graveyard anyways. So I haven't used this card's effect yet. If I go into Battle, I'll get one more. So I'll use Polymerization, go into Rocket Ride. Yeah, I'll go into Rock, because I do want to get Totally Awesome back out on the field. I'll use the Dropsies that I had in my hand and the Lamses on the field, because I do want to keep one of the copy of Dropsies in the graveyard to get it back out off of the Rocket Ride, so that I could go into my Totally Awesome combo. I'll do one. I mean, I know he doesn't have Ash Blossom, so I'm not gonna chain link anything to this. Then I'll do my Roxies. I'll activate my Rocket Ride. And since Skill Drain is a dead card in my hand, I'm just gonna banish Skill Drain. And since I'm going to Totally, one of the cards I need to get out is the Dropsies, which is the blue Prank Kids card. And the other card doesn't matter, because I already activated Doodle-Doo's effect, and all the cards in my graveyard, their graveyard effects have already been activated. So it doesn't matter what you get out. You could even get out Miyamu, because you're gonna send it back to the graveyard anyways. So okay, so now I'm gonna go into my Nightmare. Make sure if you're doing Totally Awesome combo, never use the dropsies on the field after you use your Rocket Rides effect, because Totally Awesome does require 2 level 2 Aqua monsters. I'm gonna banish the skill drain that I have in my hand. Draw into Pranks. Awesome. This is like a top deck draw right there. I would have loved Harpy's Feather Duster even more, but you know, Pranks is pretty good as well. Because our Doodle-Doo search was denied. So using these two, I'll go into my Totally. Again, Totally Tribute effect. Skill drain cannot affect Tribute effect. Like, they cannot negate Tribute effects. You need to have Soul Drain on the field, which negates any effect from the graveyard or banishment pile. But yeah, so okay, I could go, like, technically speaking, I have enough damage in my hand to outright kill him this turn. So I'll again, same thing. I could use the Pandemonium, go into Weather Watcher, boost up everything by 500. So I am gonna do it. Even if he has Torrential right there, even if he has Conquistador or something like that, I'm still gonna hit him really, really hard. Then I'll go into battle. I'm gonna start by hitting him in the face with okay. He has no activatable stuff, so that's just game over now. No activatable stuff in his back row in battle phase apparently. And that's just game. So yeah, Eldritch just got destroyed. Eldritch literally got destroyed. I want to see what card he was running. What? It could have been Imperial. It wasn't Summon Limit because he didn't use it. It wasn't Imperm because his side of the field didn't light up. He could have set down... Like, if he had Pot of Extravagance, he would have used it, right? If he had either of the spell cards, he would have used it. Called by the Grave, he would have used it. Like, it wasn't Forbidden because it didn't light up his side of the field. Like, I'm not too sure what card could it be. So it could be Mistake. I mean, I'm not sure what card it could be. Because this card would have lighted up his side of the field. This card would have lighted up his side of the field. This card would have lighted up his side of the field. If he had Pot of Extravagance, he would have used it on his turn. Turn 1, I'm assuming. Any of these cards would have lighted up his side of the field. Did he set down 2 skill drains? But even if he had 2 skill drains, his side of the field would have lighted up. Any of these cards would have lighted up his side of the field, so I'm not sure what he had set down. But anyways, we won we won that game. So just 1 turn win. Okay, we won the coin toss. I am gonna go first. So today I'm gonna be streaming. I don't know. I could stream till I go eat dinner, but like I did sleep late last night because I was finishing up some assignment, and I woke up early this morning as well. And yesterday I was running on 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, let's see. Like, how many hours am I in? I'm 1 hour in. Okay. I'll do 2 more hours, I think. I'll do 2 more hours of streaming, then I'll call it a day for streaming after 2 more hours. But anyways, I'm gonna start my combo. So my opponent doesn't have any negates, which is pretty good. I do have a Forbidden in my hand. So in case he goes into his combo, gets big monsters out, and denies my Butler combo, or negates my Butler, I still have a backup option in case he doesn't have Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, or just a general back row clear. So Chainlink 1 Fancies, Chainlink to Doodle-Doo. Usually when you start your combo first time, you care more about the Fancies discard than the search off of Doodle-Doo. So that's why I Chainlink 1 Fancies, Chainlink to Doodle-Doo. After turn 3, 4, 5, you generally care more about, like, okay, so it depends. It's a situational call, to be honest. I'll get Okay, so do I want to get... I'll get Pranks, since this is a one-card combo. And off of the Fansies, I'll discard a Pandemonium. So this is going to be my 5th special summon, so now if his board lights up, I know he has Nibiru, so his side of the board didn't light up. So either he has his toggle on off, or he doesn't have Nibiru. Which is like, if he doesn't have Nibiru, we're chilling. Like, I will get my full combo off. So let's see. I'll get my Pandemonium and one Prankits named monster from my graveyard back into my hand, off of the Doodle Doos effect. Activate the Prankits Pranks, and then discard the Fansies that I got off of the Doodle Doos search. Doodle Doos effect, not search. Doodle Doos effect. Get myself a token. Use the token and the monster that I currently have on the field to go into another Doodle Doo. Again, I'm going into another Doodle Doo. It's mainly because I want to get the Prankits Pranks active to get one free card search. If you don't go into another Doodle Doo, go straight into Bawa Bark, you can't use Prankits Pranks effect and the Bawa Barks effect. Like, you can, but if you use Prankits Pranks effect, you're going to be forced to get a Miyamu back from your graveyard into your extra deck. So your Butler or Roaster will only get one pop. They won't get 2 pops. So that's why I rotate into 2 of them, so that I could use Prankits Pranks, get a free card draw, recycle cards, and still get 2 Butler or Roaster pops. So anyways, now I'm gonna go into my Bawa Bark. So I don't know what kind of deck my opponent could be playing. He's playing the generic 40-15. So like, I kind of don't wanna... I don't want to banish Nibiru. I don't want to banish any of these cards. Like, these are really good cards to have in my hand. I'm gonna banish... Do I want to banish Maxi or do I want to banish Ash? I want to keep Nibiru because I don't know what kind of deck. They could be playing a combo deck. I want to keep Forbidden. Like, I need to keep the Pandemonium to go into Butler next turn. I'll banish the Maxi, I guess. So I prefer having Ash over Max, because I can't be sure if the opponent is playing a combo deck. Because, oh, I draw into another Maxi. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Special summon out Fansies. Okay. So my hand is back to the way it was originally. I'm gonna set down my Droplet right here. Set down my Pandemonium in the middle. Put this on. Again, the reason why I'm not setting down cards in the same columns as my monsters is because in case my opponent is playing a Mech Knight players do want people to set the same, like 2 cards in the same column so they can special summon out their Mech Knight monsters into that column. So that's why I kind of spread my cards out all over the board. Just a safety precaution against Mech Knight players. I'll activate the Pranks, since I'm gonna get 1 Doodle Doo, 1 Fansies, since Fansies is on the field. I don't have 2 copies of it in my graveyard. The last one I'll get is Roxy's. I'm gonna keep the Dropsies and Lampsies in my graveyard. Again, they're needed for the Battle Butler combo. Pointy, what up, my guy? What up? Should I use Monarch? You can use Monarch. Monarch is a pretty good deck. What other decks? Like, okay, so if you want to play anti-fun decks, Eldritch. Like, if you want to bully your opponents, Eldritch is one. Then there is, the Dinosaur Stun deck. Then the hated by everyone Cancer deck. I'm just saying it. I'm just giving you options. I'm not saying you have to play it. I'm just giving you options. And if you're familiar with combo decks, if you want to play competitive, if you want to win with your combos, like, they are skilled combos. If you want to win with the combos, you could play Virtual World. You could play, another hated deck, Drytron. You could play Adamanticators. You could play, those are the best. I'm not gonna include Zodiac, any version of Tri-Brigade in this, because that's like high tier 1 deck. It's ranked above Drytron and Virtual World. Any kind of Tri-Brigade. But then there is, there are those fun decks that people play. Hold up. Oh, he's playing. Okay. He's playing Blue Eyes. Do I want to activate? No, right? No, I don't want to. So, what I was saying. So, another deck you could play is Dark Magician. Dark Magician deck is pretty cool. Like, it seemed pretty cool to me. Then there is. I'll activate it right now. Then there is, going second decks like Grand Maju deck. Grand Maju deck is expensive, yeah, but it's really fun to play. Because if you set down, if you have like, you say, you could easily start banishing cards with Grand Maju deck. You could banish out like 15-20 cards off of the Gizmek, off of the pot of one of the pots, but like any of the pots. You could start banishing cards. You could go into, if you have like a Grand Maju in your hand, you could set down your Grand Maju with 20 cards banished, and your opponent, opponent bumps into the Grand Maju. That Grand Maju would be at, if you have 20 cards, it's 8,000 on the field. Your opponent bumps it, your opponent kills themselves. Like if they already took damage, right? So I made a Grand Maju deck on one of my alt accounts. It's a really fun deck. I easily climbed up to Plat 1 on it. Then there is the Danger Kaiju deck, where you literally have dangers in your deck with Alpha. You start summoning out big monsters on the field, and your opponent really can't do anything about them. You go into Lancelot, you go into your, Dingirasu, into your Zeus, or into Draglublion, and then go into number 100 Numeron Dragon, hit your opponent in the face for 9,000. Like if you have other monsters on the field, like Z's, it could go even higher. It could go, like I've seen people bump it up to 16,000. What's this card? Okay, not gonna negate. So other decks you could play, like what other fun decks? Like I'm pretty interested in Cyber Dragons. Like I think Cyber Dragons is a pretty good deck. Going second. Then what else? Like you could play Rika, the Rika deck. You could play the Dragon Maid's deck. You could play, what else? You could play Invoked Shaddoll Dogmatica. And right now, even the what's that? Gladiator Beast deck. The Gladiator Beast deck is catching up on the hype right now. It's quickly climbing up in tiers. Like people are actually playing it, spamming it, hitting Plat 1 with it. I run into that deck often. I ran into that deck, I think, once or twice yesterday, off stream. Then what else? You could play Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs is a pretty fun deck as well. It's really high in the tier list. You could play Despia. Despia is catching up. Any version of Despia. Despia, Albaraz, you could play Despia Invoke, Shaddoll, Despia Invoke, Dogmatica. Like they're catching up hypes recently. Then there's the Synchron deck you could play. Then there is, like there are a ton of decks you could play. Like those are just off of the top of my head. You could play Ojama. It's a troll deck, but Ojama is pretty fun as well. Lock out your opponent's full summon, like monster summon zone. They can only summon an extra monster zone. Lock out their full monster summon zone. You could play that. You could play Exodia if you're into Exodia. What else? You could. But I'm worried about that card being a mirror. Hold up. I do have Dropsy, so I just need to go into one. I just need to combo once to get a Dropsies out on the field to go into Totally. Okay, so it is an activatable card, or he has a hand trap negate. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with taking the 2000 damage. Now he has nothing. But again, I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm not gonna take any chances. He could be running like a random battle fader in his hand. Like, I don't want to take any chances, so I'm gonna go in my up till my totally. I mean, yeah, he could have a Nibiru. He could punish me by hitting me with Nibiru right now. Okay, he's gonna scoop right there. But I was gonna say he could like you never know what people run in their hand. Like they could run one random stupid card in their main deck that wins them the game. Like Battle Fader, if they run one Battle Fader and you go into Battle Phase, like it buys them an extra turn. So I always make sure to have some kind of negate on the field. Like if I can, I always go into Totally Awesome before going into Battle Phase, if I can help it. So in case Nibiru or some stuff like that hits. Someone didn't expect the Grand Magi, yeah. Like people know. So there's two versions of because Grand Maju version, three versions. There's Grand Maju version, there's the Danger Gizmek version, and there's the Danger Gizmek without Grand Maju version. So they can't be sure what card you could be running. So if they see like Gizmek on the field, you banish 7, and they can assume you're playing Grand Maju if you set one face down. They can assume it. But then it's like, if they could end the battle that game, why not bump into it and see what card it is? It could, like, sometimes it could be like like a mind game card. It could be Ash Blossom. It could be Maxi. If it's an Eater of Millions would be face up. You generally don't put Eater of Millions face down. But yeah, with the other cards, it could be like they could bait you out with stuff like that. So it's like a mind game thing, back and forth. Okay, so I do have Instant Fusion in my hand, so even if my opponent abused me, I'm cool. I could just go into Rocket Ride, and even if he Ash Blossoms the first effect, I could... Well, no, I can't. It's just in the Nibiru playthrough. It's not the first Ash Blossom playthrough. So it doesn't have Ash Blossom or Maxi. Pretty nice. So I'm just gonna go into my combo. So with the Grand Maju thing, right, like, say your opponent was down to, like, you had enough stuff on the field to kill your opponent. Go through their Gizmek, and, that one face down monster, even if it had an high attack, like, you could still, like, at least check what the monster is. Like, if it's a bait, if it's, like, something else other than Grand Maju, you could still bump into it and kill your opponent. So it's a mind game over there. I'm gonna get Pandemonium off of the search. And send pranks. Because personally, I have mind gamed my opponents doing tactics like that as well. Because, okay, so say they had like an 1800 attack monster or 1900 attack monster on the field. I could put like one card face down. It could be Fancies. It could be any other card. Or say their monster is like 1500. It could be Fancies, it could be Maxi, it could be, Ash Blossom, it could be any other Prank Kids monster in my deck. Like, they don't know what that card is. And if they know they can kill that card or, kill me after my card is popped, they would obviously bump into that card. I'm not saying this situation applies to Grand Maju, but just saying. Not gonna use that. Activate pranks. I got a Dropsies back out, right? So I'm gonna send the Dropsies back. No. Get a token. Again, I do go into 2 doodle-doos, and that is for the extra draw card off of pranks. What card do I want to banish? I'm probably going to banish Fansies again. Because I don't care about the Fansies. Like, once you get the cards in rotation, you don't care about the Fansies discard. So I'm just going to banish Fansies again. I'm not gonna banish either of this because like I do want to keep Instant Fusion in my hand. It could be it's a really a great card to bait out Omni Negates off of. So I'll banish the Fansies because I still don't know, he could have a Nibiru. And then I'll special summon out another Fansies on the field. Set down my Pandemonium and Called by the Grave. Put this on and end my turn. Yes. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So 1 Doodle Doo, 1 Roxy's, and 1 Fansies. Since I do have a copy of Fansies on the field. So my opponent's field added up. So I don't know what it is. It could be. Okay, so it's not in the Nibiru. Okay, so anytime you have a Maxi in your hand, again, I know I keep repeating this, but anytime you have a Maxi in your hand and the game prompts you to activate your Baba Bark, always start by activating Maxi, because in case they have a Call by the Grave in their hand and they're playing a combo deck, they'll be forced to Call by the Grave that Maxi, or Call by the Graving your Baba Bark. So yeah, like even if he negates this, I can still go into Weather Washer, because I do have a Prank Kids card in my hand, and one on the field. Okay, so he has Ghost Bell. So as you can see, like, do I want to Call by the Grave it? Am I that desperate for Butler? Because he's pretty desperate to negate my Baba Bark, so I am gonna take out his Ghost Bell. He didn't use the Ghost Bell on Maxi, which is pretty surprising. He used the Ghost Bell on... So he's playing Salamangreat, okay. Nope, I'm not gonna let you search into Gazelle, my guy. You are not getting Gazelle off of that. 6 Chain Link, oh god. You generally don't see Chain Links this long in draw phase. This is a draw phase Chain Link. So I have Maxi active as well. And my opponent scooped. Holy crap, that's a 6 Chain Link on draw phase. So my opponent was playing Salamangreat. Ghost Spell, was he running Ogre? No. Ghost Spell, Effect, Ash, and DD. So yeah, Gazelle is limited to 1. So if you banish their Gazelle, like they kinda like banish or negate their Gazelle search or Gazelle play, they're kinda stuck with nothing. He's playing pure Salamander as well. Like he has no extra in his extra deck, just Axis and the Bagushka. Anyways, that was funny. That was funny to me. Yeah, 6 chains. Inferno Tempest and DD Dynamite. Okay, I lost the coin toss. Before everyone was abusing DD Dynamite, yeah. Like anyone who plays DD Dynamite, like people will start hating people who play DD Dynamite. Doesn't matter in what deck you play DD Dynamite in. I run 2 polys, Peter. I run 2 polys. I don't run 3. Okay. So our opponent is playing some kind of Tri-Brigade. Like, hope to God he doesn't have a negate. Please don't negate my... Come on. Like, people always have negates to Ash Blossom and... Like, they always start with some kind of negate in their hand. Every single time. Okay, so... I mean, I do have a skill drain. But that's going to be activated on his turn, not on my turn. It's a trap. Search for another Fractal, so he has Kairos in his hand. So is he going to go into Farigite or Bear Brum? He's going to go Link 2, so Farigite or Bear Brum. Now, okay, so here's the thing. Is he going to go all the way up to Simorgh and lock me out? If he Simorghs and locks me out, like I kind of need like a Bright Genki to clear out his field. Let's see. Okay, he's gonna go into Bear Brum. I don't think he's gonna use the active effect of Bear Brum, right? No. You can draw a card, so it's not a search, it's a draw. So it could be anything. The draw could be anything. Okay. It's gonna banish again. Alright. Another Feraligatr. Okay, so he got the bounce on the field. This is his bounce. And Rugal. Okay. That card searches him another. Oh, it searches him. Oh, he got the Revolt as well. Harpy's Feather Duster or Raigeki? Like, those would be really good top decks. Harpy's Feather Duster or Raigeki? I drew into a Raigeki, okay. Alright, my guy. Get your whole field out of my face. That's a pretty sick top deck. The Raigeki is a pretty sick top deck. Okay. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Raigeki is Chain Link 1, so it's gonna destroy it anyways. That Raigeki was a sick top deck. Okay, so that's his whatchamacallit, Revolt. So do I have if he insta revolts my first card, it's gonna suck. It's gonna insta revolt my first card. I was gonna say, like, the first card insta revolt would stop my combo because I don't have anything else in my hand. Like, if I had a Pandemonium in my hand, I could have used these two to go into Pandemonium, got myself a Rocket Ride, and got two more monsters out on the field. So even if he banishes one, I could still go into my combo. But yeah, so this is, like, I can't even use Instant Fusion because I don't have any Prank Kids monster in my deck. I mean, not deck, my graveyard. So that is, like, I'm gonna be stuck with 3K. Three. How much is Karis? So 42. Got another Revolt. Okay. So 3. He's gonna have 42. Like, if I activate Skildren, I'm gonna be on 4, 5, 6. I could still survive, right? Even off of Skill Drain, I could probably still survive. Yeah, even off of Skill Drain, I could probably survive. I mean, that depends on the card he gets. Even if he gets Karis plus Fractal, I mean Karis Special, Fractal, Normal, they can't activate their on-field effects. So it's gonna be 4, 5, 6. No, it's gonna be enough. Like, if he normal summoned out Karis, okay? So it didn't use the specially normaled it out. Oh, so I get one more turn. Oh, maybe no. He has another Revolt. Ah, God. Oh, he's not gonna set down another Revolt? He did search for another Revolt, right? I'm pretty sure he searched for another Revolt. Yeah, he did. He added a Revolt in his hand. Did he misplay? Did he forget to set down his Revolt? Because now I could actually make a play. I mean, if he has an Ash Blossom in his hand, like, that's gonna stop my play as well. And I don't have two cards. Like I can't use Rocket Ride's effect. Like Rocket Ride needs to have two different named Prankets card for its effect, the secondary effect to activate. Then target 2. With Weather Washer, like this stopped me again, and he could kill me now. Like this is just game over. Oh man, that Ash Blossom in his hand. If I had gotten a Pranket's place, that Ash Blossom wouldn't have mattered because I could chain block with the place. But even if I use instant, it's not gonna. Well, actually, I could technically still make a play. I could technically still make a play. No, I could still make a play. Konami never listened to me at the top. Yeah, but no. So I could still make a play. Because I could use these two go into my Doodly Doo. I mean, I can't search off of Doodle Doo, but I could use Doodle Doo. I don't have a Pandemonium in the graveyard as well, right? Ooh. I don't have a Pandemonium in the graveyard as well. No, I can't make up the best. I was gonna say I could search for a Pandemonium for Doodle Doo, but I have Skill Drain active on the field. So I can't make a play there. The two cards I can get out of the graveyard would be like any of these. But I don't have a Pandemonium. I don't even have a way to search for a Pandemonium. If I go into Bow Wow Bark, I could activate it on his turn, but it still doesn't matter. Ooh. Yeah, that's game. I don't think I could make any other plays, right? Like this is the end. It's just gonna get negated because of Skill Drain. Even if I activate it, I need Pandemonium. Because if I had Pandemonium, I could have Pandemoniumed on his turn, gone into Weather Washer, and got two cards that would be immune to Battle Destruction. So I get one more turn after that. Ooh, yeah, that's just game. I need to have Pandemonium. Like Skill Drain, will you duel me after? Yeah, I could duel you, sure. Here, hold up. I'll give you my. You guys can add me on Master Duel. I'll give you. So here's my thing, my ID. 742-371-288. That's my ID. So just add me. I'll duel you. I mean, I'm happy to duel you guys. Missions. Too many missions to claim rewards off of. Additional event missions are unlocked. Like Synchro, I know keep saying this, but Synchro event literally it just went down the drain. Because people are playing anti-synchro decks and, general no fun decks. Like no fun allowed decks. Or, Troubadour, give me your ID, I'll add you, either way. Like, if you guys want to add me on Master Duel and Duel Me, just add me right now or give me your IDs, I'll add you. Yeah, true Draco Festival. That's why I say, like, Synchro just sucks. Like, Konami has to do quick patch fixes for anytime, a deck that comes out that ruins their event. Troubadour, where are you? I'll play you like I don't know if you're waiting Troubadour, like I'll play one more game till then. I'll wait for you to add me. Are you there? Are you adding me? Anyways, I'll play one more game. Hopefully it's not like a 50-minute game, a grind game that I have to play. Okay. It hasn't appeared, okay. My opponent is going first. I mean, I'll look at his field. I'll look at his field and see. I'll just surrender if I can't get past his field. Oh, come on, really? You're gonna do me like that? One card set down? Anyways, I'll actually start with terraforming, because usually people Ash Blossom terraforming more than the Ash Blossom the Prank Kids play search. Yeah, there it is. Because they could assume it's like an Alistair or, the Sky Striker or some other True Draco field spell search or something like that. So they generally tend to Ash Blossom the terraforming more over the Prank Kids play search. So yeah, that's gonna eat out his Ash Blossom. So now I can safely go into my combo. I mean, he has a Maxi. Or it could be this card activation. I'm pretty sure it's a Maxi in his hand. Didn't appear in your YouTube chat? Oh, why hasn't it appeared in the YouTube chat? I have enabled all comments. Like, all comments are enabled. Okay, if he Ash Blossoms, since he doesn't have a monster, he could no, he already used Ash Blossom, never mind. I was gonna say if he Max sees us on this graveyard activation. Let's see if he has Maxi. Like, I'm hoping he doesn't have Maxi. Because I have enough stuff on the field to kill him this turn. If he hadn't Maxi'd me, I would have killed him this turn. Like, no, right? I don't want to special. I don't want to give him card draws. I'll just hit him in the face with Meowmu. If he keep... Imagine he keeps drawing into bricks, and I win with hitting him in the face with Meowmu each and every turn. Each and every turn he draws into one Maxi. So that's 3 turns. He'll be down to 5,000. Keep wonking him in the face with Meowmu. Oh, you can't send it? I don't know why. No, I don't want to activate Maxi because he hasn't even shown me what cards he's playing. He's playing 40, 13. To be honest, I have no idea what kind of deck he could be playing. That could be any card. I have to see at least one card to know what kind of deck he could be playing. Oh, he's playing Cyber Dragons. Okay. Alright. Eat my Maxi. Does he have another Ash Blossom in his hand? Oh, crap. I mean, he can't kill me with that monster anyways. I know what monster he's getting out, but he can't kill me with it because Skildra is active on the field. This monster gets attack and defense equal to the monsters, like 1200 times the monsters of the fusion material used for it to summon itself, but Skildra is active, so yeah. So I started with Drop Seas, right? Yeah, now I'll start with Lamb Seas. Oh, does he have another? I mean, I'm safe from Ash Blossom because he has a monster on the field, so I could chain block with Place. But I'm worried about the Maxi. Is it really gonna be like Meowmoo hit the face game end? Because he keeps Maxiing and Ash Blossoming me? Call by the grave. Dude, come on. Like, really? That's 2 turns. Like, it's literally gonna be a Meowmoo beatdown. Like, at this point, I'm gonna be saying it's gonna be a Meowmoo beatdown. Like, should I do it? Should I do a Meowmoo beatdown? hoping, hoping he can't do anything. Meowmoo beatdown. Like, I can go into my the could Doodle Doo or Bawa Bark because I can get a token on the field and use those to go into Doodle Doo or Bawa Bark. But do I want to do that? Do I want to keep doing the Meowmoo beatdown? Should I do it? Should I do Meowmoo beatdown? Doodle Doo beatdown? Oh yeah, I'll go into Doodle Doo. Like I know it's not gonna allow me to search, but I have to go for Doodle Doo. Yeah, the Maxi. Okay, so no Doodle Doo beatdown. It's gonna be a Meowmoo beatdown. It's gonna be a Meowmoo beatdown. No Doodle Doo beatdown. Dude, did I really call it right? Will he Maxi me 3 turns in a row? Will he literally Maxi me 3 turns in a row now? That's 2 turns. He Maxied me with a Called by the Grave. And I don't think Cyber Dragons run any back row clears. They could be running Harpies or Lightning Storm, but they only run 1 copy of Lightning Storm, even if they do run it. They don't run 3 copies. Yes, everything, yeah. And the opponent surrendered, okay. Oh, hold up. Like, he started with Brick and 1 monster in hand. Like, complete Brick and 1 monster. As I was saying, like, they don't run any... Oh, he was running 3 Lightning Storms, never mind. He was running 3 Lightning Storms, he was running 3 back row clears. But still, that's funny. 2 Maxis and a Call by the Grave. With Ash Blossom. So he probably started with 2 Maxis, Ash Blossom, Called by the Grave, and a monster in his hand? That's how he started the game? Or he drew into the monster? That's a brick hand. Okay, so I still don't have friend request. Oh, I do. Yeah, how can I... Wait, who's pranked? Who's this? I've never followed this. Like, this is the first time. Is it one of you guys? A silver 2? So is it like a... Is it like a... Smurf or something? Alright, so, Troublador, are you gonna make the room or should I make the room? That ain't me. Yeah, so when I saw Silver Tail, I'm like, it's probably a Smurf. I make it okay. I'll make it. I mean, there's not gonna be way more than 13 people coming in, so I'll just make it at 13. Normal, 8,000, on, and on. Yeah. I'll invite both of you guys. And this dude is a friend of mine, like my real life friend, a virgin. That's the name he chose for himself. So let's go. Oh, this is my this is my Adam Emancipator's life. Look, I gotta switch it back to prank kids. So let's go. I'm waiting. Okay, so do you want to play against prank kids or do you want to play against some other deck? You want to play against prank kids? I'm gonna take your silence as a yes. So let's go. I'll do prank kids. So again, you guys can add me. I'm not cheating. But are you playing the cancer deck? Please don't tell me you're playing cancer deck. You could stream snipe. I don't care. You could stream snipe my card in my hand. You don't know what kind of play I will make off of the card, so stream sniping doesn't really matter to me. Because if you know the cards I play in my deck, then you know the kinds of combos I could do with it. And I have already given my deck profile to almost everyone. So it doesn't matter even if you snipe my cards. Alright, do you have it? Do you have it? You're not gonna use it? I kinda have like a small playthrough off for the Nibiru in my hand. I know you're probably listening to my stream as you're playing, but I'm just gonna say it out anyways. I do have a small playthrough for Nibiru in my hand. Are you gonna use your negate? Imperm? Okay. Alright, imperm. So, to the graveyard. Let's send a Pandemonium. Okay, so his field didn't light up, so I know he doesn't have a Nibiru. He only had Imperm. So... like, I could go into another duty too, right? But like, if I do that, I don't have pranks. So I'll do it this way. Since I have two polymerizations, I'll do it this way. Really? Something else you can activate? Oh crap. Does he have another Imperm? Do you have another Imperm? Or do you have a Nibiru? Now I'm scared about Nibiru. Yeah, now I'm scared about Nibiru. I mean, I don't even know what kind of deck you're playing. You're playing 41 cards deck with 15 extra. Okay, is it Nibiru? Alright, still not choosing to use it. You're gonna use it now? No? Okay. Oh, like I can't go into Butler. Oh, okay. That's a nice draw. Like, I can't go into Butler on his turn anymore. Or can I? Hmm. Can I go into a Butler? Do you see the card I have in my hand? Do you see the card? I mean, technically, I could still go into Butler on his turn by doing this. And this is not negated anymore. So I could activate it, get my Pandemonium out. So I could still go into Butler on his turn. Uh, I'll get Lampsey's out. Okay, accept my cards, end my turn. I know, like even if he had Nibiru, like it wouldn't have mattered. That card off of Roxy's was just a top deck. No, not gonna use Meowmu. Like generally, you never use your Meowmu on your Bow Bark. Sometimes you do want to use it, like, but that's really, really rare. It's like an extremely rare occasion that you want to use it that way. And the reason why I'm so he had another imperm in his hand. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set my cross out. I could have canceled out his imperm. I forgot to set my cross out. Ah, completely forgot to set my cross out. I could have canceled out his imperm with my cross out if I had set my cross out. What happens if you chain one Nibiru, then chain two droplets and discard the Nibiru? Dude, really? Okay, so I made a misplay by not putting the cross out on the field. But, I mean, that's fine. That's still fine. It's not a game-ending play. Because I could have totally discard. That's actually a pretty good question. If you chain link one Nibiru, then chain link two, but that's gonna be. But you wouldn't want to do that anyways, right? Because Nibiru will get rid of every other card on the field. So you wouldn't want to do that. Because then your Forbidden would be useless. Or actually no, because then you'll be able to Forbidden a monster that's on the field that can negate the Nibiru's effect. So no, yeah, that's a pretty good method as well. But do you, like, I have no idea. How does the ruling work on that? That's the first time someone asked me, or I even, like, thought about looking at the thing that way. Would Nibiru still go off? I mean, Nibiru's effect unchained. Okay. Destroyed by card effects that unchained Sama or by battle. I mean, doing that, I don't think Nibiru would come on the field. Nibiru would come. I don't think Nibiru would come on the field. Nibiru's effect will go off. Your opponent should get a token, but I don't think Nibiru itself can summon itself on your side of the field. If you discard it, right? Because you already sent it to the graveyard. You can't special it out from the graveyard. It has to be from your hand. Yeah, so that's the way I think it works. They should. Technically, they should get, because you already paid the cost of activating the Nibiru by tributing stuff on the field. The effect is them getting a token. Effect is them getting a token and you getting Nibiru on the field. You already paid the cost, even if you send the card to the graveyard, right? So this card I want to get rid of instantly as long as it gets on the field. So I kind of misplayed by not setting the designator. I'm pretty new to designator. Like I've never run designator in my deck. So I'm not used to setting down the designator itself. I keep thinking you could activate from your hand since it is a quick play spell, but you can't. It's only on your turn, not on your opponent's turn. Alright, once more. I'm pretty sure that's how the ruling works. If the Nibiru goes into the graveyard, the opponent should still get a token, Nibiru wouldn't hit your field. But then, that's actually a pretty nice strategy to use because in case, you know, they have like an Omni Negate or something like that on the field, you're already sending a monster from your hand to the graveyard to activate the Forbidden Droplets effect. That's actually a pretty good play. Nibiru plus Forbidden. I've never thought about it that way. Hold up, give me 1 second. Huh? ના હું મારું હજુ બધું પડેલું જ ખાઈ લઈશ મને ખાવા દો ને ભાઈ જેમ ભાઈ મને ખાવા દો મારું જેમ ભાઈ So, hold up, sorry about that. It was my grandfather. So, let's see. That card is not face up. He cannot put it in face up. So, I could just go into Nightmare, right? Nightmare bounce and just kill him this turn. I mean, I know how Unchained works, so I don't want to send that to the graveyard. So I'm gonna start link climbing. I've had enough experience against Unchained to actually. No cross out. I'm pretty sure I win this game, win this turn, right? Like, I don't think he can do anything. Once I bounce this, he can't activate any graveyard effects. Because this card is not going to be destroyed. So I'm pretty sure I just win this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I win this game. But in case the game still goes on, I'm going to get pranks to start recycling cards. So I'm guessing he knew what would happen once I started going into my combo. But yeah, that's GG's. GG's Troubadour. Troubadour. GG's. So, do you want to play another game? You want to play another game? I'm down. I'm down for another. So, do you want to play against Prank Kids or do you want to play against some other decks? I could play Adamancipator. I could play Virtual World. Like the other decks that I play, I kind of have to actually, they're the cheap version of the decks. I kind of have to add some cards into them to make them the actual deck. Hold up. I'll do Adamancipator. Like, hold up. This is not like, this is the deck, my Adamancipator's deck. I have to switch some cards out since the new tech package came in. But I'll pick Adamancipators. Like, it's gonna be a long combo. If I go first, it's gonna be a long combo for Adamancipators. I'm going first. I want the coin toss. It's gonna be a long. If I get the right hand, like, he won't even be able to activate effects because I'll have Omni Negate, Monster Negate, Bounce with extra deck lock. So I can't link climb into his stuff. Started. Okay, let's see. Do you have Imperm or Ash Blossom? You do have something. Alright, that's one Ash Blossom. Cool. Gonna activate Researcher. Activate Researchers. Do you have... Oh, he doesn't have anything now. Oh, I can't do Seeker. I could do one. I hit the Prank Kids. That's game. I can do my full combo now. I hit the Prank Kids in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with Adamancipators, if you do play Adamancipators, you always want to keep your rock monsters on the top and the others in the bottom when you start, shuffling them back into the deck. That's just like one tip. I don't want to banish that. Whoa. Don't want to banish that. Gonna banish the Researcher. Okay. Drew it to another. So just bear with me. It's gonna be a long combo. Adamancipators do a long combo to get their negates and stuff out on the field. Sub-tier or Altergeist? I'm leaning more towards Altergeist because as a Prankist player, I have never won against an Altergeist. Again, I've played against Altergeist 3 times, 4 times, 3 times so far. Never won a single game against Altergeist. But yeah. How many cards do I have? 1, 2... Don't have another, right? I already have block. No need block. Yeah, so just special summon it right now. 1, 2, 3. Then these three go into your Apollo USA. So our monster negate is now online. And if I get my full board, I don't think he'll be able to do anything. Get Seeker. I already used all three of my researchers, that's why I can't get researcher. Gonna activate. No, I already have tuners on the field. Yeah, I already have tuners on the field, so I'm not gonna use that first. I'm gonna go into Reptite first. Activate Reptite's Excavate. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 searches. Do I want to go? I already have a Seeker in my hand. I don't need a tuner. I'm gonna go into Supplier. Supplier's gonna get me Guardian. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Supplier's gonna search me a Guardian. And using... Okay, so first I'll activate Seeker to search for more rock monsters, see if I hit them. Because if I hit Doki Doki, it's gonna be pretty good. Because I could use Doki Doki to get another tuner out. Oh, I hit Doki Doki, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To be honest, I could complete if I know he's probably playing Unleashed again, right? Like I could literally go into Abyss Dweller, discard one card of my opponent's turn, and all his cards like it would act as a Macrocosmos on the field. He won't be able to activate any graveyard effects. Not Macrocosmos, but he won't be able to activate any graveyard effects. Like that would just totally shut his deck down unless he could get rid of my Abyss Dweller on the field. But do I want to do him dirty like that? That's doing him really, really dirty. No, no, I'm not gonna do him that way. I'll get my Omni out on the field first. Get my Doodle-Doo. So I have a level 2, level 4. I could do level 4, get a level 4 tuner. But do I need a level 4 tuner? 4, 6, 10. Same attribute type. Because I'm going to use these two to go into my... Or do I need a 2? I need a 2, right? So I'm going to discard the Doki Doki. Get myself a Researcher. I mean Seeker again. Then go up to my extra deck lock. Activate the extra deck lock. Then use these two. Like I could go into IP Mask to bounce his card or whatever he summons. I could go into this, Risen. I'll go into Risen. I'm not gonna go into Bounce. I'm gonna go into Spell Trap Negate. Paleo Frog. Are you running Baron? No, I haven't gotten a chance to get Baron in this deck. How am I supposed to play against this deck? I mean, this board, yeah. You literally can't play against this board. So this, like, My Block Dragon's gonna come back out on the field now. No, I don't want to do this. Don't want to do that either. Like, Adamantipator is going first. If you can't stop their combo, like you can't play against it. You need to have so many negates. I mean, so many baits. So now I have a Spell Trap negate. I have an Omni negate. I have 3 once per chain monster negates. And my rock monster can be destroyed. These 2 aren't rock. But this can be destroyed by, like, even if you Raigekis and Lightning Storms, I have enough on the field to negate it. He's logged out of extra deck. No, you could add it, sure. You could add that card. That's the GG board, yeah. In Paleo Frog, yeah, it's not at 1. Totally. Yeah, you could totally, like, in Paleo Frog, the thing is, the thing with Paleo Frog is that, you know, it's not really consistent. Like it's a fun deck, no doubt. Like if you have your moments with that deck, it's really like you could troll your opponent super hard with that deck. But like it could easily be outed with so many other decks. Like in the mainstream deck that you play against, it could be outed against so many decks. I mean, it doesn't matter if you kill my Union Carrier. Like, once my turn hits, it's GG now, because I'm gonna bounce your cards. Oh? Okay, so that's 1. So that's negated. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce your cards now. So 1 rock, no. 2 rock, 3 rock, 4. I'm gonna bounce your whole field. I'm gonna just bounce your whole field. That's game, bro. That's just game. So yeah, like Adamantipator is a try-hard deck. If you want to try hard, you play Adamantipator's. Like the things you can do with Adamantipator's is insane. You get so many negates and stuff out on the field. Yeah, sure. You could add me. You could play me. I don't mind playing against other people. Like I only played ranked to, climb and get materials for YouTube and, like when you guys stream in, you guys can learn from it, but I'm more than happy to play against you guys. You could add me. Did I put my, where's my, so right here. This is my ID. Again. You could add me. Let me, hold up, give me 1 second. Let me go out and see if you added me. So it's pranked you, Lenka. It's pranked you. I'm not sure about that. If pranked you, I could just invite you, or you could add me, or you could give me your ID. I'll add you. Either way. You say that's a GG board? No, I have actually played against that board. I have destroyed that same board going second against Adamantipator's. Like, yeah, I needed the right card in my hands. Like, the right cards, not one card, right cards. I baited out his Omni Negate, Spell Trap Negate with Frank's Place, Omni Negate with Monster Reborn. Because I was Monster... No, first I Monster Reborn. So, first negate was a monster, second because the monster reborn I was getting was the water monster from his deck. from his graveyard. So if I got that, then the Dragite can't activate its effect. It needs a water monster in the graveyard to activate its effect. So he had to negate that. So I got that negate out. You're about to join. You're about to join. Like, is Prank to you, or are you about to join the game and add me? Like, just tell me in chat if you want me to. Like, if you added me, or is Prank to you and I added you and you're joining the room. So I'll just go back to my room. So yeah, first I baited out his Omni with my monster, and then Spell Trap was from Pranket's place. Then I started my combo. First combo, he negated a puff with Apollo USA. I went into. Wait, no, that doesn't work it that way. He did not use Omni Negate on my Pranket's place. So Pranket's place Omni Negate wasn't used. And I had a Harpy's Feather Duster. So I did one more thing, then I Harpied Feather Dustered his back row, which allowed me to go into my extra deck, since his Dragon Buster Sword would be destroyed by Harpy's Feather Duster. Then I think, what else did I have in my hand? I started in my one card combo. I think I had Raigeki in my hand as well. So Raigeki was what he used Omni Negate on. Then I went into my combo, went into Battle Butler, destroyed his Omni Negate, and then Butlered on his turn to kill his board. He Apollo USA'd it, but I chain linked another Butler to kill it, and I still have materials on the field, and my opponent surrendered off of it. You followed me? Okay, hold up. I gotta go back. It was something like that. I think I have uploaded on YouTube. Oh, Pointy, I see you. I see the doggo. I see that doggo right there. Your name's I'm bad. As a not Pointy and I'm bad. Yo, you guys come up with some really interesting names. So hold up, I gotta invite right here, right here. I get pranked as well. So you guys could join the room. That's definitely not me. I invited you. You'll get the room invite on your main screen. I'll put the room ID here anyways if you guys want to, join my room. So 236097. So that's the room ID in case you want to join it that way. But yeah, so I'll show you guys the decks. So this is my virtual world. This is the Synchro event virtual world. I gotta make some corrections to it to get it back into my normal virtual world. But basically make the game unplayable. That's my virtual world deck. Because you go into your True King of all calamities and that's making the game unplayable completely. This was my normal rare deck. This is the deck that I use in normal rare. It is the Megalith deck. This is the Dragon Maid's deck. This is the Dragon Maid's deck that I was going to use, but I haven't filled all the cards in yet. Like I had another one, but I liked this one better, so I made this one. And then this is the Eldritch Underworld. I gotta take out a few cards. Like this, I copied this deck off of a guy I played against, but I gotta take out a few cards and make some few corrections in it. But this is the Underworld. I was gonna make this the Underworld Eldritch deck. It has the Doom King Balderdash, and I was gonna add Eldritch cards in here. and annoy to death and laugh about it. Oh, I misspelled it, but that's True Draco. This is my True Draco. I'm not making any changes to this deck. This is like the True Draco deck that I am playing, or I play, because I gotta get more cards in there. This is, Rongo Bongo. Your standard Rongo Bongo, no changes made. Then, well, when I want to ruin someone's day, that's the Eldritch. When I really, really want to ruin someone's day. And this is, as you saw, the Adam Emancipator. I gotta take out my, not bore load, but take out the Link Spider and add in my Bitter and Defleur in this. And these are just the decks you get off of, your things. Very budget prank kids. No, I understand that. Like, building, when you start off, like, prank kids is really cheap considering, like, how good it does against meta decks, even the cheap version. So, in a new account, you generally want to build like a budget deck of any kind of deck you play, because on your main account, you probably already have like a expensive version of, whatever deck you want to play. With alts, you want to build like different decks. For me, the deck I built was on my alt was the first deck I built on my alt was the Grand Maju deck, and I got really, really lucky with the Grand Maju deck. Really, really, really lucky in the sense that the danger packet that I drew, I got all the URs from it, like all the danger URs from it. With what else? With the Kaiju package, I got all the Kaijus. I even got Alpha off of it. Like, I got really lucky with my URs, so I didn't have to spend. I only spent on the Grand Maju deck. I only spent like 7,500 gems, I think, because I did put 500 in the. I put 500 in what's that? The card, the seasonal card. So only about 8,000 gems. I built the full Grand Maju with like a lot of URs in there. Even Ash, Max, and Imperm. I have another alt. On that alt, I think I learned Virtual World on that alt. I made Virtual World on that. But I only have 3 alts. I don't have any more alts. I only have 3 alts. But yeah, those, and then on this account I have most of my decks. This is my main account, and this is the account that I have my most of the decks on. But most of the cards are, that Underworld deck I copied. Like, I'm not gonna play the Shiranui version of the Underworld. Like, that doesn't, it's not really consistent with the Shiranui package. So I'm gonna make changes to it. I'm gonna make Underworld Eldritch, and the Eldritch by itself. Like, I have most of the Eldritch deck cards, but I rarely play it because, like, that you only play that when you really, really, really want to ruin someone's day. Because people see Eldritch and they just insta scoop. They don't even, play into it. But yeah, like, those are the decks that I currently have. I'm thinking about building a Dark Magician. I'm thinking about building. What else? Like, I'm thinking about building a Rika. I'm thinking about building a Madolche. Because I really like combo decks. I play you that at 300 because I'm most likely gonna have so many ways to summon. Yeah, yeah. I mean, even if you summon so many times, like, we wouldn't. I have 2 Butler Pops. Like, how many? Can you negate my Butler? If you can negate my Butler, then yeah. And you shouldn't be giving me information like that, dude. Like, that's cheating. You telling me that you're gonna special summon a bunch of times, you have a multiple ways to special summon. You shouldn't be giving me that information. That's cheating. That's like, because now I know what kind of deck you will be playing, and I know what cards to keep in my hand. So, to set down my Pandemonium, set down my Call by the Grave. One, two, three. Yeah, those three. I mean, you could be playing through 39, 43, 44, 44 with no extra deck. Because, I mean, if you tell me that you special summon a lot of times, I'm gonna keep the Nibiru in my hand. You had no negate for my full combo? Wow. Like, that's really surprising. Despia, but it won't get good till the next set race is really fun though. Yeah, Despia, like, I want to build Despia as well. I want to build Despia, either Despia Shadal Invoked, or Despia Shadal, or Despia Albaz. I think, because Maju of the 10,000. Okay. Wait, are you using the... If you're saying you're new, are you using End of the World deck that they give you? Because if you're using this, I know for a fact that you can't use my... Like, you're not probably running Kaiju. Well, probably not running Kaiju, but you could be running Kaiju. But yeah, so, like, between friends, it's like, like, this is a friendly duel, right? Like, between in this, like, you could, like... But if you're playing, like, for real against your friends, like, you're competitive... Oh, I should have used Pandemonium. Oh, well. Okay. So, I don't know if you know about Impermanence. This card is considered an effect card, the Maju. It's considered an effect card. If I had Imperm set in this column and I Imperm this card, your Maju, your set down card behind Maju in the same column I activate Imperm, that card won't be able to get activated. So, anytime you're playing, right, and your opponent has set down cards, never set down cards unless you're setting down an Imperm yourself. Never set down cards in the same column that they have set down cards in, because they could have an Imperm in their set row, and then your back row set would be useless. So yeah, keep that in mind. Despia Alba's invoked, but got Shadal in it, yeah. Sorta, but edited, okay. I mean, technically, I could kill you this turn. Renewal of the... okay. Tribute one from your hand or field, or shuffle one ritual monster from your graveyard into your deck with still sees low. Then ritual summon that monster. Alright. I'm gonna get logged into Prankis, but I'm fine with it. Because I'm worried about him getting that card destruction card on the field. Like, you sacrifice 2,000 life points and you destroy all the cards your opponent controls. So I kind of want to get Butler out on the field before he gets that card out on the field. So in case he does get it out on the field, I could Butler it and kill it. So yeah, he is. Demise. He is. So I know what this deck does, because when I started out, before I built Prankis, I was playing this deck. I started my ranked journey playing playing this deck. After that, I researched into what decks there are. Like, cheap decks, but you know, competitive decks, and that's how I got to know about the prank kids. But yeah, let's see, let's see. Okay, but you can only activate one of these effects per turn, right? You can only activate one of these effects, so you can't special out the this card, Demise, on my turn now. I could kill you this turn because I haven't started link climbing yet. So I could just outright kill you this turn. Like even if you have Nibiru, it wouldn't matter. Wait, do I have enough damage? 3, 4, 5. It's not gonna be enough damage. And I do... Like, do I? No, right? I don't have enough damage on the field. So I'll just battle him this turn. Yeah, I don't have enough. Because I am kind of logged into prank kits. I forgot that that card, only one of the effects could be activated. Like, it just hit me after... just hit me after the effect went through that only one of those effects could be activated. He could do Demise on his turn, not on my turn. Okay. So I'm gonna activate Doodle-Doo. Get 2 of my cards back out. In case, you know, something happens. In case I have to go into Weather Washer. Alright, just gonna end my turn. Activate Pranks. Yeah, I do want to activate Pranks, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 1 Doodle-Doo, 1 of that. Do 1 Meow. I'm not gonna, I don't wanna go Bow Wow Bark. I'll do Bow Wow Bark, because I still have one more Meow move, so I'll do Bow Wow Bark. Yeah, no way to summon. I forgot that you only get one of those actives in one per turn, only either one of those. So you could still now you could go into your Demise. Okay. I mean it's your turn now, so technically just keep in mind I have 2 Butler Pops. If you're playing against Prank Kids, keep in mind you always get 2 Butler Pops on your opponent's turn. If you're new to Prank Kids. Okay. What's this? Oh, imp. You're running the imp package in this? So summon both this card and from your hand and 1 incantation monster from your deck. So you're gonna search for a ritual spell off of that. I think it's the pumpkin, right? The candle or pumpkin or whatever card is called. Because I did run the imp package in my Megalith deck for normal rare. Yeah, this one, the candle thing. This will search for the ritual spell. And he can use these 2 cards so that these 2 adds up to level 10. So I'm gonna pop 1. I'll use 1 Butler's Pop. Because these 2 cards add up to level 10. You can get the Demise out using these 2 cards themselves. So I'm gonna pop these. First deck I learned was Prankets, and I'm kind of new to Yu-Gi-Oh! World. My friend suggested me to play Master Duel, and now I'm playing the game more than playing the game more than him. So for Master Duel, for me, my friend got me into Master Duel as well. So you saw that guy, right? The virgin guy. I'm a virgin. That's the guy that got me into Master Duel. Like on the day of Master Duel release, he told me, dude, since you played Duel Links, let's go play Master Duel. Master Duel is, a better version of Duel Links. Like so, I got into Master Duel, and then I started playing. First season, I was, like doing stuff, yeah. But like from second season, I actually started playing Prank Kids, and I just loved Prank Kids. Like you have a lot of ways to search for cards. I mean, usually ritual decks do. They have a lot of a lot of ways to search for cards and stuff like that. So you search for end and beginning, okay? But yeah, after I started playing, like my friend, he's more into Halo. He plays Halo, and I play Master Duel more. But yeah, that's how it went down. Wait, is Demise's effect a quick effect? Holy shit. Otherwise you could chain like it's not a quick effect, right? It's not, okay. I was gonna say if Demise's effect was a quick effect, you could have chain linked it to my Butler's effect and destroyed my whole field. Okay, got one Demise. So first I'll pop. So okay, this is the bug, right? Konami still hasn't fixed the bug where Meowmu technically can only be used once per turn. Like you can banish this card you control from the graveyard instead. You can only use the effective Frank's Meowmu once per turn. It's supposed to be a hard once per turn, but Konami still hasn't patched it. Like should I use it? Or should I say no and assume that I don't have a Meowmu in my graveyard? Or Konami patched it and I can, because even if he does one more special, I could still kill him by popping Butler. Like, should I do it? Should I use the Meowmu? Like, technically, this should not be happening. Like, this should not be happening. Konami still hasn't fixed this thing. This is the busted thing about Prank Kids right now. That you could activate multiple Meowmus to get multiple Raigekis. You could get up to 4 Raigekis or 4 Harpy's Feather Dusters. Should I do it? Should I do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna play fair. This effect should not be happening. I'll play fair. I'm not gonna use the Meowmo again since I already used it once. But technically, I could have used the Meowmo again, kept the Butler on the field, gotten one more pop again, because he can use the beginning or the end. Oh, that's it? That's your turn end? Okay. You don't have anything you could use to special out? No beginning, no end? I mean, this is just game right here. This is just game. But I see, like, hmm, like if you're new, if you are playing like the beginners package deck, that even if you like tune it up, I'll play a beginners package deck against you as well. Like I'm not gonna bully you with like this kind of deck. I do, but it needs to be the graveyard. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Worlds from PlayStation 2. Oh, that was a long. I like no, I didn't play any Yu-Gi-Ohs on my consoles. I only played Yu-Gi-Oh! On my phone with being Duel Links. That's how I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, hold up. If you're gonna use, give me 1 second. If you're gonna use that, I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use like a beginner's deck. Like if you're gonna use like a deck like that, like I don't want to bully you with my prank kids deck, because that's just bullying. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I could let you go first. Let's see if you get set up a board. I could let you go first as well, because I don't need to go first. I could see if I could break your board open with my cards. So, anyways, any of you other guys want to play against me, or should I go back to rank? I'll wait right here. If you guys, any other guys want to play against me, like just like hop in. What time is it? 6. So I got half an hour to 1 hour more before I do need to go eat dinner. It's gonna be a 7 p.m. for me in an hour. I gotta go eat dinner then. So, and if you guys wanna play against me, again, okay, so let's go. I'll let you go first. See what kind of board you set up, and see if I can play through that board. I mean, me being able to play through your demise is gonna depend on whether you pull the trigger really soon, or if I have a playthrough cards in my hand from your demise, or comeback cards in my hand from your demise. Uh-oh. Yeah, 1 second. Uh, 1 कलाक. 7 वागे झालं. 7 वागे खाईसू आपण. 7 वागेच खाईये. Sorry again. Like my grandfather's old, so they keep the keys in is like he's downstairs, but he has a like he called me to ask me when I wanna eat, but I just told him after an hour. Oh, you lost the coin toss. For the cup of face, you lost the coin toss. New deck, by the way. Okay. It's not the cancer deck because you're running 9 cards in your extra deck, so this can't be the cancer deck. So what other deck could be using Cup of Face? Ooh. Cup of Face and oh, you're playing Gladiator Beast. Okay, so I already know what kind of deck you're playing. You're playing the Gladiator Beast deck that the game gives you. Yeah, you can't. This deck can't get over prank kids either. Like, I'm just gonna be bullying you. This is just gonna be bullying. Like, I hope you can learn from this. Don't get discouraged by it. Just learn from it. But hopefully it doesn't discourage you from playing the game itself. But yeah, like starter decks. You're playing a complete starter deck. This is a Gladiator Beast starter deck. Oh, you didn't draw into anything? Like, no, I don't wanna bully you like this, no. Like, go again. Go again. See if you draw into a good hand. See if you draw into a good starting hand. Because I want to see if I can break open your best board. I mean, that game, even if you had started with, beast on the field, I started with a Raigeki in my hand, so I would have broken your board completely. Like one Raigeki, because the basic version of those beast deck, Gladiator Beast, they don't have spell trap or monster negates. Alright, go ahead. I mean, if you don't start with a good hand, feel free to surrender. I could go into a next game. We'll keep going till you think you have a good enough hand to actually get stuff on the field, and I'll see if I can break through it. I mean, I know because this kind of bad as well because I know that you're not running Maxi, Ash Blossom, Imperm, or any hand traps, even Nibiru, because you're playing the standard deck the game gives you. So I know you're not playing those cards. Okay. I mean, I should have activated on your first activation, but that's fine. Like, I want to give you as much leeway as I can. Wait, are you running Ash Blossom in this deck? Did you tune up this deck as well? No, you didn't. Return this card to your hand, okay? So it's just gonna be a 2100 monster. 2100 is not that hard to get over because you don't have any hand traps. Cartoony style? Yeah, Butler does have a cartoony style. But no, I got like once I researched into prank kids, like I knew I wanted to go into prank kids. And again, I did start with Thunder Dragons package in prank kids. That was my first prank kids deck. But once I started pulling cards from the prank panic, I literally almost like I drew three battle builders on my first 2000 gems draw. So three battle builders, and then almost all the cards for the prank kids deck. So I literally built this deck in under 3000 gems, like the basic version of the prank kids deck. Not counting, the generic hand traps. Not counting Nibiru, not counting Ash Blossom, not counting Maxi, not counting Imperm, not counting Call by the Grave. Those are the cards that I mostly crafted. But yeah, like prank kids cards under 3000, I built the whole prank kids package. Okay. Oh, you are running Maxi, okay. You are. That's sneaky. I was trying to give you leeway, and you're being sneaky with me. Sneaky, sneaky, okay. I see how it is. I mean, I still had to play through from here, but that's just being sneaky, dude. That's sneaky. I was thinking you're playing the basic version since I saw 9 cards in your extra deck, but you probably added cards in your deck, not in the extra deck. Ooh. Yo, that could have been bad. Not gonna lie, if I didn't have, negation in my hand, that would have been bad. I would have been stopped on my combo right there. Read the card effects and thought he was pretty strong. I mean, yeah, because it's basically a Raigeki. And right now, Konami still hasn't fixed up the Meowmu glitch. So, Konami still hasn't fixed up the Meowmu glitch. So, technically, again, you could Raigeki your Harpy's Feather Duster up to 4 times if you have 3 Meowmus in the graveyard. And the decks that use, like, that one card that sends 3 cards from your banishment pile back into your graveyard? So 3 Meowmus would give you 3 Raigekis. You could use that card, get 3 Meowmus back into your graveyard again, use 3 more Raigekis or Harpies Feather Duster, and then 1 more from the pop of the Butler or Roaster itself. So you could get 7 pops. Like people were using this in tournaments. That's how, that's how people figured it out. They started using it in tournaments. Like the Master Duel tournaments that people do. That's when they realized Meowmoo is, it's not being used in the way it was intended to be used. But yeah, I mean, I kinda do, right? I learned more about the cards and found that's from different archetypes or different ability sets, so I think Prank Kids chose me. You do not choose the cards choose you. I mean, yeah. No, but for me, I saved up 10,000 gems thinking like people were saying that, deck building in Master when I started playing, people were saying that deck building in Master Duel is extremely expensive. Like you gotta save gems, you gotta, save gems to build really good decks. And then I researched, and like there are videos on YouTube saying Prank Kids is really cheap. Its archetype you could add, like its engine is really small. You could add any archetype you want to it, and yeah, from then on it's just been Prank Kids for me. And I've been having so much fun with Prank Kids. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I'm having so much fun. After after season one, I started actually playing the game. Because season one I was on the border of whether I want to even play the game, if I will like the game, because you know what happened with Hearthstone, right? Like Hearthstone literally it became like drop money win game, but Master Duel is not like that. It's not like that to an extent, because URs in Hearthstone you need so much dust to craft like really good cards, but in Master Duel it's like limited to like 30 UR only, and you could easily get UR dust with opening packages. So I stuck to Master Duel. But like the problem with Master Duel now is that new content that they're putting out, and they're not putting out new ranks. The new ranks is the whole thing that is stopping. Like at one point, 60% of the people quit Master Duel because Konami was not putting out more stuff. Then another point where people quit was, when the Cancer deck came out. When the Cancer deck came out, oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about this. Ooh, I forgot about this. But yeah, another portion quit when Konami put out when the Cancer deck came out. With Prank Kids Plan, Prank Kids Plan doesn't Prank Kids Plan doesn't summon stuff out. Prank Kids Plan activates. Wait, are you talking about the graveyard activation or on-field activation? If you're talking about on-field activation, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. With Battle Butler, Roaster, or Weather Washer, you can use the Meowmoo you have on the field to banish it to pop. You can do that. 1, 2, 3. You're talking about on-field activation? Yeah. You can use Meowmoo. Opponent's turns have one in field, one in graveyard. So okay, Meowmoo's effect is supposed to be hard once per turn. It's supposed to be a hard once per turn. So I'll show you. Where's my Meowmoo? I mean, I could just do it from here. So Meowmoo, so If a Prankist monster you control would tribute itself to activate its effect during your opponent's turn, you can banish this card you control or from your graveyard, so on the field or graveyard. Instead, you can only use this effect of Prankist Meowmoo once per turn. So if you banish from the field or from the graveyard, it's supposed to be only once per turn. It doesn't matter if it's from the field or from the graveyard. So you can't cheat that way, like you could banish one from the field and then use it again by banishing one from the graveyard. No, you can't cheat that way. It's supposed to be hard on the field or from the graveyard. So yeah. Kaiju? Wait, what just happened? Santa Claus. You can summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in defense by attributing one monster they control. If this summon monster during the end phase, you can draw one card. Really? Dude, you're running some really weird tech in your deck. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's pretty good, to be honest, because you're clearing out my field. It's pretty good. But it's just surprising to me right now, to be honest. I mean, you're making just the basic version of deck really good. Like, you're making it look really good right now. Yeah, the bug hasn't been fixed, so you can still do that. I mean, the bug hasn't been fixed, so you could use the Meowmoo in your graveyard as well. You don't have to get it back on the field. You could just use the Meowmoos in your graveyard. If you're talking about the fact that if you get the Meowmoo out from the graveyard onto your field, and then you're thinking that you could put it back into the graveyard by using Butler, no. Any card that is used as a tribute, like if you use Meowmoo for the tribute effect substitution, that Meowmoo from the field or the graveyard would just get banished. So the Meowmoo from the field wouldn't go into the graveyard, it would just go straight to your banishment pile. So it doesn't matter even if you get it on the field. If you want to do it that way, just use it from your graveyard. You could get some other monster out from your graveyard to your field using pranks. I mean, plan, not pranks, plan. It was supposed to be attack. Oh? I mean, as you play more game, you'll get used to it. Like, in the beginning, I still make mistakes. I have lost because I played myself. Like, that one Numeron game where I played myself when I went into Protoplant, when I had Butler in the graveyard. I made a mistake, I played myself. Even sometimes, when I have Skill Drain active on the field, I would still go into Protoplant, thinking that I don't have Skill Drain. Then I'll realize I have Skill Drain active on the field, and then Pretoplant's useless. Like, I still make mistakes, even now. So, once you start playing the game, you'll start, How many Meowmoos do I have? I have one. One, two. Okay, so whenever you get your Bower Bark on the field, always put it on the left of whatever monster's attack you want to boost. So Bower Bark has an active, like, wait, what's Santa Claus? Summon this during the end phase, then you can draw a card. Oh, I'll draw a card, yeah, sure. It's giving me a free draw. So yeah, Bower Bark's effect says a Prankist monster, this card points to gains 1000 attack. So on the right of Bower Bark and on the bottom of Bower Bark, any Prankist monster will have their attacks boosted by 1000. It's a really, underused effect, but if you use it right, in most cases, it'll help you get over your opponent's 4K monsters. I mean, it has helped me a lot. So let's see. This card has a battle effect in battle phase, so I'll just bounce it. Oh, I'll just bounce it. I'll bounce it using the Imperm. I'll discard the Imperm and just bounce this card. And that's game. This is game over. Wrong cards. I could bring a hated deck from Duel Links out, but since you're playing pranks, it won't work. Wait, what's the hated Duel Link? What's the hated Duel Links deck? Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi problems. But yeah, doggo. So Meowmoo will get banished, regardless if you use it from the field or the graveyard. So even with plants, it doesn't matter if you get it on the field, it'll get banished anyways. So yeah, you'd rather get some other cards with the plants. And I used to play plants before. I used mostly played plants for its graveyard effect for a full recycle. And then, if your opponent has like a boss monster with 4 or 5k attack, you literally, if you have like, if you have like 10 or 12 cards in your deck, that's like a lot of attack taken off. But like, Prank Kids Plan and Prank Kids Pranks have an anti-synergy effect. Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead. Like, yeah, so Prank Kids Plan and Prank Kids Pranks have like an anti-synergy with each other. In the fact that you recycle 3 cards with Prank Kids Pranks every turn, and you want to have as many cards in your graveyard for Prank Kids Plan, right? Because without using Prank Kids Pranks, you're missing out on one extra draw during your end phase. And then one extra draw could be the difference between losing the game or winning the game. Like, it could happen. Then no problem, dude, no problem. Because I looked into that. Like, once I never read the full effect of Meowmoo. I only know that you use Meowmoo to link climb into stuff, and then you banish Meowmoo from your graveyard to activate Butler or Weather Watcher or Roaster's effect. That's all I knew. I never read the full card because that's all I knew from watching YouTube videos. So, and then the bug came out. Like, I thought it was supposed to be normal because I had never read Meowmoo's full effect. Because I have used like 3 Butler pops or like two Harpy's Feather Duster pops by banishing 2 or 3 Meowmoos from my graveyard on my opponent's turn. But I did not know it was supposed to be something that shouldn't happen. But yeah. Wait, 2 cards set down? 3 extra deck. So you're not playing the you're not playing that deck anymore. You're not playing Gladiator Beasts. Okay. So now I'm scared about what 38, 43, 3. Okay. So I'm kind of scared about what kind of deck you could be playing now. The deck isn't complete. Yeah. Is this the one you said that is hated in Duel Links? Like, I haven't been in touch with Duel Links for a long time, so I don't know what deck they are hated right now. But anyways, what time is it? I could play one more game after this, then I have to go to eat dinner. So let's see. But yeah, like, I don't know when Konami will fix the Meowmoo's effect. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be in the next maintenance, where they will fix the Meowmoo's busted effect. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna banish the Ash. Okay. Is it stun lock? Is it some kind of stun lock? Because stun locks are hated decks throughout everywhere. Any Yu-Gi-Oh platform. So I'll start and just go into my combo. Hopefully I have some cards in my hand. Like, can I... Ooh. Okay, I'll get Pranks. Send a Pandemonium. Okay, still not activating cards. Okay, okay. Like, now I really want to see what this deck is, since you're saying it's the cancer of Duel Links. Now I really want to see what this deck is. Is it Drytrons? No, Drytrons wouldn't just set pass. Is it the Cyber Angels? I don't think Cyber Angels will set pass either. Like, I haven't been in touch with Duel Links, so I don't know. So again, like, if you are from Duel Links, again, always watch out for Imperm. Never set cards in the same row your opponent set cards in. So if I had like an Imperm right here, like usually when it like never set cards in the same row your opponent set cards in, and if your opponent ever sets a card in the same card that you set a card in, that's generally an Imperm. Like, they could be mind gaming you, but keep in mind that usually, like I would say 70% of the times, it's an Imperm because they want to activate Imperm to negate your card's effect that they set in the same row. So yeah. Because Duel Links players, they always like to set cards in the middle and activate cards in the middle row as well. And Master Duel players are taking advantage of that by setting Imperm in the middle row and popping it open in their opponent's turn and then just making this whole row useless. And your opponent would keep popping cards in this same row and it would just keep getting negated. So, yeah. Okay, set this. I'm gonna be having a full back row set, won't I? Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. Should have done it a little bit different than this, but that's fine as well. Please don't tell me you're running Mirror Force. Okay, it's not. Cool. Like, I could have ended the game this turn, yeah. I do have Instant Fusion in my hand. I know I could have ended the game this turn, but I kind of want to see what this deck is. Legendary Fisherman? Yes, I have, sir. Yes, I have. I have beaten Legendary Fisherman a lot of times as well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this 3. By the Legendary Fisherman, you mean the one card that's on the field, right? The card that card's name becomes Umi. That card, right? Then they can start activating the spell traps from their hand. As long as that card, the field spell is on the field. You're talking about that deck, right? You wanted me to use Instant Fusion? Okay, so you're that confident in your deck, huh? So I have played against Gravestone Lock. I have played against Subterrors. I have played against, you know, Why Are You Hitting Yourself in the Face deck. I have played against the Fisherman. I have played against there's another version for the Fisherman. I've played against that as well. I played against what's that deck called? I forgot the name. I just had the name in mind and I forgot it. But yeah, any like I have videos against them on my. You're gonna end your turn right here, okay? Like I have all those videos up. Like I played against them, grinded out against them, and killed them. But yeah, the only the only the only deck that I haven't had a win against or that I haven't had a video of is against Altergeist. Altergeist, like literally only a minority of players play Altergeist, so it's really rare to run into them. But I have never won against Altergeist. What's the use of Roxy's? Roxy's basically for the effect of Roxy's is you banish a card from your hand and you draw a card. That's the effect of Roxy's, and it it doesn't go into Battle Bundler. So it's basically a get rid of duplicate or useless card from your hand, banish it to draw into another card which could be useful to you. That's basically the effect of Roxy's in your deck. Because sometimes you have like two copies of Maxis or two copies of Ash Blossom in your hand, and you could use Roxy's to get rid of one to draw into something else, which could be useful going on your turn or your opponent's turn. But yeah, not confident I was your reaction. Okay. Legendary Fisherman 3, yeah. Oh, Spirals. Spirals. Spirals is the other version for the usage of the Umi card. There you go, Spirals. That's the deck that I was thinking about. And that deck is really annoying to play against as well. So I don't know if you have played against Spirals. Yeah, the card that cannot be destroyed by card effects or unaffected by spell traps. Yeah. So yeah, it's the Spirals deck. That's the deck that uses it. It's a trap card. They activate it by tributing one water monster on the field, and then their whole back row and field spell cannot be destroyed by anything that specific turn. But yeah, no, and then anytime you activate a monster or effect, they could use the field spells effect to summon out a 2k token, which is a water monster. So yeah, I know. That deck I have played against, I have beat that deck multiple times as well. So let's see. Like, are you gonna stop my combo? Are you gonna stop my combo or not? Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you don't stop my combo, I'm gonna get one Omni Negate on the field, which is totally awesome. Like, you gotta do something about this, because these two dropsies are gonna go into totally awesome. I'm gonna negate one activation of whatever you activate. Okay? 3, 4, 5. I have enough on the field to outright kill you this turn. Do you have anything? You're gonna let the attack go through? Okay, are you gonna let this attack go through? You're gonna let this go through as well, okay? Are you gonna let this go through? Wait. It won't let me activate my card? Thank God Kaiju saved us. I mean, if you give them Gameciel is a water monster, so be careful with Kaijus. That card needs a water monster tribute, so never give them Gameciel because Gameciel is a water monster. Oh, you were gonna wait to show me it? Oh, my bad. I did not read it. It won't let me activate my card. Did it have like a graveyard? You need to have something in your graveyard and then you could activate it or something like that? I had two cards, one for you to negate and the other one to clear monsters. Wait, what were the cards that you set down? Like, I want to know what cards you had set down, because if both cards were Monster Destruction or Battle Phase Ender, then I would have used totally on the first one. But I wouldn't have taken the bait of just Majesty? Mirror Force, yeah. Wait, what does Majesty do? What card is Majesty? Hold up. What's Majesty's effect? Does Majesty end battle phase? It doesn't. Wait, tell me what Majesty does real quick. I can play one more. I'll let you do your stuff this game. I'll play one more. I can play one more game. I mean, like, for sure I would have negated Mirror Force. Like, if Majesty is not a battle phase ender or it doesn't destroy my monster, I would have let it go through. I would have just negated the other card. Wait, you let me go first? Did I win the coin toss? It makes it where you can't attack with a certain monster. So it only affects one monster? By certain monster, you mean any type, like that monster and all the other same, type cards as it as well? Game server error, okay. Hold up, I gotta look at it. Is it Dawn of Majesty? No, this is a card pack. What am I thinking? The game is not allowing us to go into a game, okay? I'm guessing server error is gonna keep popping up. Let me remake the room. Yeah, let me remake the room. I'm assuming it's like a room issue. Wait, none of you are online. Wait, is it me? It's not me, is it? No, my stuff is still active. Because if it was just not attack with a certain monster, I would have still killed you because I had 4 monsters on the field to attack with. And the card you're gonna send to the graveyard, if it was something like, dude, really? People are already in the room and started dueling. What the hell? Neither of these two are you guys. Like, I just got 2 random people in my lobby, or what? But yeah, so if the card you sent to the graveyard wouldn't destroy my cards or stop the battle phase itself, I would have let it gone through. Even if that card special summoned a monster on the field, I would have still let it gone through. Depending on the level of the monster. If it was level 8 or higher, I would have negated it. Then you could have mirror forced me. But if it was anything lower than level 8, I would have let it go through. Because I am pretty cautious about Mirror Force. As I said, like that set down card could have been Mirror Force. I was pretty cautious about Mirror Force. Wait, who's in my room? Oh, you came into my room, okay. So let's do one more. I have to go and eat dinner after this one. And I don't know whether I'll come online today after I'm done today because I do have to get up tomorrow and I am kind of tired, so we'll see, we'll see. We'll see if I come online or not. Okay, so it's probably the room. It wasn't you, it was probably the room. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't have any hand traps or negates in my hand, so go crazy with your plays. I cannot do anything to you, to any of your plays that you do, any activated effects. So go crazy. Okay. Did you start with a really bad hand? Because I can surrender, we could start another game. If you started with a really bad hand. You don't have Ash Blossom or Maxi, okay. That's pretty nice to know. So you can't negate my stuff. Is this a Shaddoll monster where it has a flip effect? Or is it that lucky deck? The draw dice deck or something like that. Can't be too sure. No, it's not, okay. Like this time I won't kill you. I'll allow you to like I'll let you play your deck. I want to see what your deck can do. I'll just kill this monster. That's him. Okay, so wait, do you need this monster? Always assume a sec card is imperm? Yeah. You don't own one? Wait, didn't you buy the 750 gems pack where it gives you a free ash? You should buy it. Like those three, the Ash Blossom, Solemn, and Lightning Storm, those three packs, just buy them. They're like you get 10 packs for 250 gems cheaper. Hmm. Like I could have gone into a full combo, but like I want to see what this deck does, but so I'm just gonna go into one combo and go into Battle Butler on this turn. I mean, technically I could have killed him this turn since I do have Thunder Dragon Fusion. So I'll tell you right now, I have Thunder Dragon Fusion and Instant Fusion in my hand. So like having these two cards in your hand in going second, you know, like it gives you a lot of damage on the field. It gives you an upward of I think 10,000 damage on the field. Ooh. Did you guys hear that? Lightning? Holy shit. It was really close. What deck? The deck that I have the most trouble against. So first one is Altergeist. I hate playing against Altergeist. Because, again, Altergeist Protocol, it makes Skill Drain useless. Once Altergeist Protocol comes on the field, Skill Drain is basically useless. So I hate that. Another deck, I wouldn't say I hate playing against, but like I dislike playing against Drytrons. I don't like playing against like Drytrons is my big pet peeve for me. Like because if they get Herald of the Ultimateness out with Beatrice, like it's just basically game over. You cannot make any plays because they're guaranteed to have at least 4 negates. Unless you know you have Forbidden Droplet in your hand or Kaiju in your hand. But like this was before I was running into before I was playing Forbidden. But after I put Forbidden in my deck. Like Drytron playthrough became much easier. What else? All the cancer decks. All the cancer decks, like every player hates playing against them. The cancer decks being, you know, the dinosaur stun deck, the I'll banish all your card deck with, you know, what the Dimensional Fissure plus Macrocosmos. Then and the classic Nurse Burn with DD Dynamite. Like I just hate because it requires no skill. Even Numeron, I would say. Numeron players like it requires no skill to play Numeron. You activate a card, you get 4 on the field, you pop your opponent. That's it. And if your opponent has a negate, you kaiju them. Or if you don't have a kaiju, you basically surrender. Like there's no skill involved there. Eldritch. Wait, really? Okay. Oh, not that. I want to use the one on the field. Okay. So activate my stuff. What other deck? Like any other deck Prank Kids plays really good into, unless you start with a solid brick. Invoked you could get over easy. Invoked, Shardal, Dogmatica you could beat easily. Like, all you have to do is somehow get Winda off of the field. A Winda. You get Winda off, you're back into special or normal summoning stuff out. At least more than twice a turn. What else? Then Blue Eyes. Any version of Blue Eyes doesn't matter. You could easily get over them. Like most meta decks, they literally get shut down by you just activating Skill Drain. And the reason why I hate Altergeist is because Skill Drain is useless to them. But yeah. Nobody likes to play against Drytron. True, true. Nobody likes it. Ayo, watch me. દાદા હું મારું ખાવાનું ખાઈશ તમ તમારું બનાવી દો. Okay, JMB. JMB. Okay, so my grandfather's calling me to eat dinner, but I'll go in like 10-20 minutes. We still have time to make this play, because I want to see what he will be playing. So I'm not going to do anything fancy, nothing too fancy. I'm just going to do totally on the field and then end my turn. I'm not even going to attack into this card. Here. I'll give you everything. Like I really want to see what your deck is. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, DD Dynamite is really awful to play against. Like, it's literally a no-skill deck. All your opponent does is search for a card. Why am I discarding a card? Oh, I have... Okay, yeah. Okay, I know. I know why I'm discarding a card. If you don't do anything and you have more than 6 cards in your hand, if you just pass a turn, the game will force you to discard a card from your hand. But yeah, so what are the decks? Dark Magicians. I have played numerous Dark Magicians. Not without Skill Drain, just Butler Pop would just make them instant surrender. Even going second, I have Chaos Form. Okay, Even going second, I have broke open their full boards. Playing Blue Eyes. Chaos. Okay. What else? Like Chaos Max. Like I literally just uploaded a video of Chaos Max. Like I literally killed them. What other card? What other deck? Virtual World. I have beat Virtual World. You're playing Toon World with Blue Eyes? Okay, I have to activate. I have to activate totally. I have to activate totally for this. I don't want Toon World getting set up. Because I know this card is horrible. Because if he has the steal, I'll steal your card. That one, the hand, the stealing hand. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna start stealing my stuff. What else? Drytron, I have beat. Like I have multiple videos of Drytron going first and second before the end of main phase. I'll give you another. Summon one more Blue Eyes. Go ahead. What else? Like, what other decks do you think? What other decks do you guys have a problem against? Like, I could give you tips and tricks against those decks because I have played against almost all decks that people play. Like Sky Strikers, even against Sky Strikers, Zodiacs, Tri Brigades, like any version of Tri Brigade, like Zoo, Bird Up, or normal. I think the video I uploaded today was against Zodiac, where I grinded it out against the Zodiac. What other decks? Even Sky Striker, I have played against. Like I have grinded games out against Sky Strikers and won. And sometimes my opponent, they just surrender as soon as they see prank kids. Other times, I outplay them, going first or second. What else? Get this card with card effect. We can destroy by opponent's card effects. Are you playing like a wonky version of Blue Eyes? Is this the basic Blue Eyes deck that you're playing? Or did you draw into really bad cards? Like, I don't know. I mean, I could still kill you this turn. I could outright kill you this turn. Put this back on auto. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's gonna be enough to kill you this turn. Okay, so I kinda have to kill you this turn. I have to go eat dinner. My grandpa's calling me over and over from downstairs. So, sorry dude. I kinda have to kill you this turn and end my stream after. Where's my... Like, okay, so I could literally... I'm not gonna bounce his card. Okay, so I'll show you guys why I run World Sword Dragon. Borrelsword Dragon is a really good card in this deck because of, stealing your opponent's attack and going over their monsters. In that one video I posted, what was it, for against Ad Ignister, like that card, the Arrival doesn't have any outs in our deck except for, because it's at 6,000, right? You can't bump your access code above 5,300. You need to have something else. So that's why I run Borrelsword in my deck. With Borrelsword, you could bump into the Arrival, kill the Arrival, and then, like literally, and then hit him in the face for 6,000 after you killed their Arrival. So this is like, okay, so if this card wasn't immune to destruction by card effects, the combo would be, I have to put this activation on first. You would attack into this card with Borrelsword, then the game will ask you for the Borrelsword's activated effect. You say yes, you steal the attack, then it will ask you again whether you want to use your Battle Butler's effect. So you would use Battle Butler, pop their whole field, and then just hit him in the face for like, twice for over 8,000 damage and end the game. Like it's the Borrelsword Butler combo. Then there's another one with Nibiru, Borrelsword, and Butler, where you Nibiru their field, you have Butler on the field, you get Borrelsword on the field, target the Nibiru token. If it's really big, you target the Nibiru token, pop the Butler, get the attack, and hit your opponent in the face, and end the game like that. But yeah. Oh, I ended my battle phase. Whatever. So yeah, I kind of have to go. So anyways. GG's my guy, GG's. So again, that's the Butler Borrelsword combo, and the reason why I run the Borrelsword in my deck, because if you run into Ad Ignister, unless you have, forbidden, like that card cannot be targeted. But yeah. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for streaming in for today's stream. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, hope you guys been running to Abyss Dweller for a while now. Chain link once, chain one straight, then chain to Abyss Dweller. Opponent can activate anything from the field and graveyard. That's true. Yeah, because if you're running a Prank Kids mirror matchup, that would literally make them cry tears. They would literally have to surrender the game right then and there. You're right. Yeah. Wait, what are the requirements for Abyss Dweller? Like, what are the cards you need to go into? Wait, what am I doing? I'm going to deck. Do you need just two cards or something like that? 2 effects cards? Two level 4 monsters. 2 level 4 monsters. So just level 4? See you later, my guy. See you later. So yeah, I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Anyways, if you guys are watching it on YouTube, if you guys like my videos, subscribe, comment, share, all the usual stuff. Anyways, 2 Roxies. Yeah, you could do 2 Roxies from the Battle Butler combo, go into Abyss, and make the game unplayable with skill drain for your opponent. That's actually pretty good. Yo, not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty good tactic. You're coming up with some pretty good stuff, doggo. Like the Abyss Dweller plus the Nibiru effect and then Chainlink to Forbidden. Like those are some good combos that you can use. Like I have thought about running Abyss Dweller in Prank Kids to, lock out opponents' graveyard effects and on field effect. But I kind of like the way my extra deck is right now, so I'm not adding Abyss Dweller. Anyways, see you guys either later or tomorrow. Anyways, this is JP Abdul signing out.